Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. Welcome one, welcome all, nerds all over the internet. It is Saturday, May 24th, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening and a wonderful Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Thank
you to all who have served.
Yes.
I salute you.
Indeed.
Democracy. Managed democracy.
Not looking forward to Tuesday.
Next time I gotta show up here with like 3 berets on top of one another.
Not looking forward.
Oh my god. And you have to wear an unnecessary cape.
It is 100% necessary to wear that cape.
So,
Lord.
folks,
More
welcome.
military should wear capes.
Welcome to the Ravens Flock. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. I am also the host of Wrestle Rewind, and I am the founder, executive producer, and content manager of this channel. And joining me on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, friends. It has been wonderful to be with you again once more. Thank you for joining us today. This is the last Saturday of the month, or the second to last?
Second to last.
Second to last.
Second to last. The month of May is ending, and unfortunately, the heat wave is not letting up, which means that now, I am sorry to say, guys, time is going to move slow again.
Wait, where are the May showers?
I'm sweating
You're
like
gonna
a
have to wait for
pony.
those.
I don't like
See, okay, you know
May
how, like,
showers
you know
bring
how in a
spring-
fighting game you can charge up and
spring
move for more power?
Spring showers
Yeah.
bring
Yeah,
May
the month
flowers.
of May
That's what-
is charging the rain, so during the last day of May, we're gonna get flooded again.
What's going to happen is God has delegated over to Thor and Loki to give us the weather. Thor is button mashing to charge up, and Loki's just encouraging him.
No,
You've got this.
Loki
You can do it.
is doing that by slightly hitting the reset bottom on the modem every like 5 minutes.
Wait, guys, I changed my mind. I don't want showers. You know why?
Why?
What's coming up soon?
Hurricane season?
I don't want showers. I don't
Angel,
want showers.
please wrap up your part.
My name is Angel Mendez. It is a pleasure to be with you today, and I hope that you enjoy watching the show as much as I enjoy more hurricanes. We need more.
No!
Hey,
Fucking
no,
joke!
Hey,
no.
9, 10, 11.
At
Okay,
least this
how
time I
do
don't
you
have a
not?
car to lose! I still don't have a car from
Okay.
the last hurricane that killed
I
us.
propose a compromise then.
What?
No hurricanes, but I get one tornado of my choosing.
As long as it's lower than an EF3.
Fine, but I choose where to put it.
Okay.
Where?
In your backyard.
Jokes
No.
on you! He doesn't have a backyard!
That looks
No.
like a backyard.
Nope.
That's not my backyard!
Exactly.
Deal!
I am
Deal!
I actually
Deal!
have several
Oh
copies
my
of
God,
this
y'all
at
are
the same
idiots.
time.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah,
he
yeah.
wins that. He wins that thing, yeah.
I play. I don't have a backyard. I have a balcony. I win.
Close
Yes.
enough, but I
Nope,
have 3 copies
it's
of
not
it
called
stored in
a
my
backyard.
backyard.
All right.
Sorry, that's how democracy works.
And moving along,
Been
everybody, Jesus.
That's how.
Joining us on our
managed
far
democracy
left
works.
is one of our awesome cosplayers on this channel. Folks, we have Dragon Fan Cosplay.
She's dead inside.
Oh,
Hey, guys. Wait, are you a possum just screaming?
Oh, that's a barn owl.
That is me.
That's a
That is
barn
me.
Okay.
I
owl.
know she's a possum.
you know what? Dragon Fang, just for you, and I know what kind of crazy hell you're dealing with.
She doesn't eat garbage, does she? You sure?
Let me just play this for you here.
No one knows what they're doing.
Perfect.
Joke's on you. I never know what I'm doing.
And joining us on our far right is one of our other awesome cosplayers. Folks, give it up for Zayana Rose cosplay.
See, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I do though? I just button mash. Eventually, something will work.
Eventually, something will.
It works for kids playing in the arcade.
When you think about it, button mashing works for a lot of things, like real life, work, driving,
Super Mario
divorce,
Smash.
arson,
Or smash yeah.
No,
Yeah.
garbage disposal, law procedures, presidential decrees,
that literally is not how anything works.
console building, car driving, trucks parking.
This guy doesn't know how
Quick
life
time
works.
events. Quick time events.
Okay, but what if I want to punch a god?
Quick time events.
Actually, punching works by button mashing, technically speaking.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that's
called
No, actually, you know what?
You're
It's
mashing
button
your
mashing.
fist in someone's face.
Guys,
Perfect.
technically work is button mashing because you are typing on the keyboard.
Ah, see, there you go.
Oh, but you
Not
don't get to
all
punch a
work.
god.
Well,
You can metaphorically punch the god. Yes.
Yeah, you are fighting against your needs, and the god is your needs.
Oh, I wish I could flip a
Fair.
table on a god.
All right, and of course, let's not forget the host at the Black Files, my attack partner for Wrestle Rewind, a man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on his channel every single week, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mister.
Perfect.
But yeah, no, truthfully, like, I'm surprised, Zayana, that you actually managed to piece that together with the typing equal button mashing. So technically, that is right.
It is.
And that's the most. That's the best kind of being correct.
It works.
Also, you mean button mashing, especially when you're typing an email. Per my last email.
I mean, you could also button mash your face by punching it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah,
she
we
got
call
it.
that Osor's Wrath.
Oh wait, no.
Yes.
Guys, no. We call that boxing. Button mashing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, well,
Boxing
dude.
is managed bottom maxing
Because-
boxing has
But
rules.
it's still
Yeah,
button
it does
mashing.
have rules, but you can mash the button. Remember, one of those little slang terms for
The
nose is
the
a button.
bottom of your nose,
Yeah,
the bottom of your
like
face.
your button of your face.
Yeah.
So
and
yeah.
when you think about it, pressure points are like the bottoms of the body, which means that Fist of the North Star is the greatest video game ever made.
Guys,
You
that
are already
also
styled
means
on.
that you can technically button mash. Technically button mash for animals.
Boozing.
Because
Bootin'.
button, so you just keep mashing their
I do
button.
that on a daily basis.
All right. Like all over the shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So be sure to hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click your notification bell for all our updates. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs just to keep the lights on. However, there's a way that you can help support us with this, and and help us avoid this dim and dismal fate. And what you need to do is quite simple. What you guys have been doing this whole time by being supportive to us, by supporting our content here, liking all of our content, whether it's an old video or it's a brand new episode, or you can, we also ask that you comment both during the stream and after the stream. That lets the algorithm know that, hey, these guys are cool. You should watch them and stuff. Hey, yo, guys, the Empire is pretty chill. You should join it or something.
I don't want
How
to.
do you do, fellow kids?
How do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, I don't want to toot my horn or, preen my
But we're-
feathers,
but
all
we're
pun
kind of a
intended,
big
but
deal.
we're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
And
Especially compared to those filthy fucking rebels.
dude, I'm rebel scum for life.
I know. Welcome to the other side.
Do you need me to
I'm
get the
indoctrinating you
lightsaber?
today.
Yes,
Indoctrinating
You gotta understand, we have better uniforms.
you gotta understand, we have cooler weapons over here.
With the best fucking color
You
ever!
can't intimidate me with Space Bat
Purple.
Dragon. That's not
Purple
how
for
it works.
life.
Oh! But
I'm not
folks,
needing to intimidate you. I just need to send a message, and the message is
Up the nose.
Boop!
Up the
no.
nose.
The message is
Boop. Boop the button.
Civilized.
But more importantly, folks, commenting on our content and sharing it to all your friends and family, everyone who you know and love who has an affinity for geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. And of course, making sure that you're subscribed and hitting the notification bell for all alerts to all of our content. We want to make sure that you guys are informed whenever we're live and whenever we have any sort of announcement or there's any new content, because we do like to occasionally take clips out of our shows in order to make them into separate clips for you guys to enjoy. If you like
Precisely.
to,
Mostly the one where we break the OS.
exactly. Actually, you know what? I've been going over some of our old stuff, and I've been going over and doing reviews and appeals stuff on some of it, and they're getting passed. So some of our older stuff that had been yes, we had stuff restricted from forever ago,
but they've been lifted.
but I'm getting them lifted.
I mean,
Let me put it-
I'm happy, but man, the standards for this website
Okay,
make no sense.
Let me give you an example. A couple years back, when we were talking about the finale, the season finale of Mandalorian season 2, and that's how when
The one where Luke shows up?
yes, the one where Luke shows up,
Yeah.
and you remember how I was playing that Fast and Furious fucking song?
Yeah.
We got copyright struck for that.
What happened?
Because we were playing the
'Cause we're
Fast and
playing
Furious.
Fast
No,
and Furious.
why would they lift it? Did the copyright expire?
No, I put in an appeal and okay, understood. Bleh.
Was it because we played it for less than 6 seconds, maybe?
No, we played it for longer than that. Remember?
That is very. I mean, I'm happy that it happened, but
So that's just an example.
is YouTube finally loosening the strict strings that it held?
No, it's
I don't think
just a matter of hey, cut it out.
Oh, I see. We found the right code monkey, basically.
But folks,
But but before you know it, we want to make sure that you guys can continue helping us out with this, and that you can spread the word of the Ravens Flock. The more folks that you can help us help bring guys to our channel, the more subscribers come out of that. The more subscribers mean more inner flockers, and before you know it, this channel will finally be self-sustaining, and we'll be able to live through this channel, making it our careers and helping work on this for you. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store. Link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Up in the chat, we see Christopher Justice in the chat.
yeet!
And he says he got a new puppy!
Hey.
Yay! Congratulations to
Please
Christopher
do not
Justice.
eat the dog.
Please do not eat the dog.
No, I mean, do not eat the dog.
Yeet.
Yes. Oh, yes. No, don't eat the
The
dog.
flying missile canine thing happened in the anime like one time. It wasn't a good idea.
Mr. Quake is in the chat. Hey up, Mr. Quake, and Hassan Terrell's in the chat, and he's enjoying Saturday Night Main Event on Netflix. Awesome. Hope you have a good time with that.
That's awesome. Now, folks, I know we joked earlier about natural disasters.
Joked. This hobo was trying to jinx me into a deal.
So-
it was only by a
When
fortuitous
does it start?
loophole that I managed to.
When does it start?
Sometimes it starts late, like in August.
Oh no, last time it started earlier, remember?
Called the construction crew. I'm going to spend $15,000 to build your backyard so
How?
I can throw a fucking tornado.
How? What are you going to do? Are you going to extend the steel balcony and extend the concrete and make sure that there's a little groove you could throw in freaking topsoil
No, please
and
keep
fucking soy grass
I
and
wasn't
shit?
planning to, but please keep talking.
And fucking
Juan, you're giving him ideas. Shut up.
Guys,
You know what? Guess what? I'm not gonna have a backyard. I'm gonna take all that crabgrass that you're gonna try to trick me with before tornado season kicks around, and I'm gonna turn it into a garden. It won't be a backyard anymore.
All right.
I'll still win, bitch.
All right, settle down, you.
John,
Come
we need
on.
5 more
Thank you
bags
for the
of
garden.
cement.
Thank you
Anyway,
for the garden.
boys,
yes.
it's a week in one day
What?
What's a
is?
week in one day?
until
Hurricane.
it starts.
season.
Oh my god.
Yay! So what do you
We're
think? is
8
gonna
days
start?
away
Starts
from-
on June 1st.
So what do you
Oh
think?
my
is
God.
Oh,
gonna
go
happen
fucking
in
figure.
fall?
Right before K-Storm's
I don't
birthday.
know.
Thanks, Mother Nature.
That
She's
is-
literally a wind sign, and you're cursing her with hurricane season right before her
Funny
birthday.
you
I
mention
hope you're
that.
proud of
All right,
yourself.
guys,
Go to
guys.
the corners, think about what
You
you're
Juancho,
remember the Hitchhiker's Guide to the
please.
Galaxy?
Yeah.
There's a running gag that there's a man there who was unwittingly a god of rain, and the rain loved him. The problem is he didn't love the rain. So to him, he's never aware of his blessing. It just means that he has a very long string of lousy vacation days. So congratulations on your blessing, I guess.
Well,
So what do you think they're gonna call this hurricane? Because they always give it some innocuous, innocent name. What are we gonna call this?
Shirley Temple, there.
I mean, you do realize that one of the names that is chosen for this year is Karen.
Karen?
Yeah.
well, that's a good name to start with.
Nah,
No, it actually is one of the names, Karen.
I don't like that one very much.
Well,
We need to prepare.
Well,
sounds
and we
like
are
it's
going to
not
prepare.
preparing.
Listen, folks, whether it's hurricane season or tornado season, or whether it's rain, sleet, or snow, or any type of natural disaster thrown our way, we're always on top of things when it comes to preparation. We make sure to have food. We make sure to stay in shelter. We make sure to have any type of backup power.
Hurricane parties?
Hurricane parties are a thing.
Do not eat your hurricane snacks. No,
don't.
put it in the back right now.
No, but there's something that you can consume even during the worst of times.
Rainwater.
No! No!
I mean, you can. I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm not talking about that. Dude, I'm talking about glitch energy.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Glitch Energy is a specially formulated smart energy drink to keep your body running all day long. And it comes complete with 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 lag, and of course, 0 crash. And make sure that you bookmark the website, glitchenergy.com, to stay up to date on not only new flavors, but also some interesting deals that they have on the website.
For example, for this weekend only, for Memorial Day, start your summer off right with a buy one, get one free deal on all their tubs. So, you go to checkout, and you simply use code BOGO on your checkout, so you get buy one tub of Glitch Energy, and you get the second one for free.
It stands for Bodacious Original Government Organization. It's basically an IRS staff with nothing but hot babes.
Angel, it's
Okay, but they
literally
didn't need to
stands
know
for
that.
buy one, get one.
Shut the fuck
Okay,
up. don't
well,
ruin this
I
for
have a
me.
suggestion if you guys want some. get nerdies and on birthday.
By the way, quick
Yes.
question.
Parent here.
Can we throw our discount code on top of this buy one, get one free deal?
I don't know. I haven't tried that.
Please do, because we have a sweet-ass Flock Fuel 20% discount that, hey, even if you're only buying one, it's always nice to cut it down by a fifth. And at the end of the day, we want to give you something that is good for you, because it is our way of showing our appreciation for all the years you spent giving us your attention and your money. But more importantly, as I often like to say, if we don't like it, we don't sell it to you. And baby, we love Glitch.
And if you go onto their website and
Oh
subscribe,
my lord, Angel.
Angel, how do you still have a phone?
No, it's like, listen, you got it. There's a trick to doing that, okay? Listen, buddy, there's a trick to doing the throwing shit over your shoulder, all right?
Yeah, there has to be a cat behind me so I can yowl dramatically after I hit it.
No, that's
Okay,
actually added in post.
you want your cat to do
But
it?
you do have to know
She doesn't
where you're
yowl.
throwing.
She's an ass.
If you guys watch me on the Black Files, you notice I always, when I throw something over my shoulder, I aim instinctively for the couch right there.
Well, that's where you're mistaken. I can't aim for shit. I can barely drive. What is wrong with you?
Wanda-
Stop trying to look down on me, you disabled fuck.
Well, I know
You
that.
ableist
I know
bastard,
that
I can't
Sis
believe
and I
it.
literally just
Says the
finished
man
up
that
our
shot
birthday.
Shut up.
I'm gonna put 2 tornadoes.
Yeah,
in
I
your
already
house now.
finished my own birthday.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, we have been drinking on birthday cake. Very sweet, very strong, very flavor. And remember,
milk,
you
with
can
milk.
put this stuff on anything. You can put it on water. You can put it on juice, tea,
Milk.
milk. Personally, I just like to put it on water because it does the job by itself. But ultimately, please remember, drink responsibly. I know, we don't put it on alcohol, but at the end of the day, this is still an energy drink that also has hydration. Excess of a good thing can still have bad results.
Actually, the hydration is a separate,
That's a separate
product
thing.
over
I know,
here
I
from
was
Glitch.
speaking on both sides.
Oh,
of that
okay.
one.
Oh,
the
you were
point
talking
is,
about the hydration
Too much
line.
of a bad thing is good for you, but a free thing is never bad for you. So get your ass to Glitch Energy and get your hands on a buy one get one free. And we don't know if it works, but I mean, if you tried the code and it works,
And
You
also,
won't say no.
we won't say no. And if you sign up for their newsletter, you'll receive a 50% discount on your first order.
nice. We're practically giving away this stuff for free.
We're helping you save money with Glitch because this stuff is incredible and we
And-
want you to enjoy it.
And we're not the only ones who are helping you save money, because Glitch Energy also helps you save money. If you're not able to pay off the full amount, that's okay. They have a way to work with you through their Cash App Afterpay program, where you only have to pay in small installments of 4 weeks until you get to the total of the price.
Yep, let me just go ahead over here. Where's the hootie woody? Where is it? And see, 4 interest-free payments of $8.74 with Cash App
How
Afterpay.
reasonable is that?
Extreme. Now, frankly, I am somewhat doubtful of this whole pay over time process, but
Oh no, it's actually I've done it myself.
I know,
works.
and I only because I tried it myself, I know it works. So take it from people that have used the system, and we know it works. For less than $10 a month, you can get yourself a delicious tub of something that can last you for more than 2 months. You want hydration? You got it. You want supplements? You got it. You want energy? The crisis is coming and we're running out of oil. But you got it.
Yeah. And so, to wrap all of it up, folks, once again, if you go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order, so don't delay. Go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code, or take advantage of the buy one, get one promo for this weekend only for Memorial Day, and get your glitch now.
We want to once again thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock.
Nice.
Yes. Now that we got that out of the way.
And we are partners. That means that's not the same thing as one company buying another. That's a totally different
We
story.
are not owned by Glitch. Okay, there's not a Glitch brand on my ass right now. That's what matters.
Although, if I get you drunk enough and we head down to Ebort's tattoo
No, if you're
shop.
gonna do it, you can at least put it somewhere that I can show it in public, so I can advertise
Forehead.
properly. I can't
No,
just
not
go
the forehead.
No.
Shoulder.
We're not
Shoulder.
doing that
Shoulders.
slavery
Shoulder.
shit,
Right
okay?
here, right here.
Put it on my
Right
arm,
there.
because I always have my arms exposed most of the time.
Question. What if I put a sticker of Microsoft on you?
Okay, but what is Microsoft doing for me lately? Ladies and gentlemen, I know that we usually leave the video game talk for the end of the show, but we're going to have to go... In fact, this is going to be pretty much the video game episode of the Ravens Vlog. We have one of these every now and then. It has been a while, but we have to start with bad news. And I am sorry to say that, hey man, we can't have good news all the time. It happens. Once again, after so many months, we almost thought we escaped, but we get dragged right back in. It is once more time to talk about Blizzard.
Good fucking God.
Again?
Now, we've been keeping an eye on this situation for quite some time. It's been a while going on, but as you know, the last big news about Blizzard, besides the fact that most of their products suck serious ass right now, is the fact that Microsoft has been trying to buy them at the tune of several digits of billions of dollarinos.
How many billions of dollary
76
dues?
or something?
68 billion, I think.
$68 billion.
Oh my
now,
God, it's
it was kind of in
disgusting.
the air for a while. We were kind of wondering if this was going to go because this is getting dangerously close to monopoly. Two big corpos buying into each other like that.
And the
Are
most
you that
disgusting
surprised?
public display of sexual intercourse
I
in the
know.
form of a corpo
You can't show that to children.
buying
man.
another
That's illegal.
corpo. It's prostituted itself off in the most indecent and terrible way possible that besmirches the fabric of American society.
No.
This heinous and disgusting deviant sexual display by these two corpos because
All that dirty money exchanging open hands.
all open out in the open for everyone to
Those
see.
bills are dripping
Those
with
bills are
coins.
dripping. They're gushing
Get the
with
shit
coding
off.
that isn't used because they don't have code monkeys
Because it's
anymore.
my IP to sit on and do nothing with.
Ugh,
So
it's so
for
gross
a
and
small-
degenerate.
For a small dollop of context, guys, I'm not gonna lie, Blizzard ain't doing so hot right now. Like World of Warcraft, pretty much is
When has it been doing well?
20 years ago. It was genuinely riding the highway.
So
20
when we
or
were
so
kids,
years
pretty
ago.
much.
So about for a while now, their games just simply don't have the consistency they want to. Overwatch 2 is just not doing the numbers it's supposed to. And World of Warcraft has been falling apart by a combination of bad content, no proper balancing, and the fact that Asmongold is not playing it anymore.
Well, that's because Asmongold decided to become a dumbass.
Not
No,
just that, but there's
He's
also
actually playing other games now. Think about that for a second.
So
Also
I mean,
becoming a
it's-
dumbass.
It's on fire, just like your
Yes.
marshmallow.
Hey, but Angel, but let's not forget all the
Hence.
freaking embarrassing and very damaging controversies that were made public.
Controversies or public statements? Yeah, let's just say that when you have a Bill Cosby room, we got a problem. Yeah, the allegations and accusations of sexual harassment, nepotism, sexism, racism, and frat party-like conditions.
All the isms.
Like, it was pretty bad. The fact that they have blatant cases of people getting passed over better promotions because of their gender and literally their ability to work not being counted on, it was genuinely disgusting.
Basically, all the silly
Heard this
anti-wokes,
part too, please.
all the silly anti-wokes that don't like women in power or gay people or diversity, economic inclusion, that the environment at Activision Blizzard should been their Shangri-La.
Yeah,
I'm honestly surprised there aren't 900 clownfish TV videos praising the fact that the sexist pigs over at Activision Blizzard caused a woman to commit ant-hero.
Because they basically leaked the fact that she was having an affair with another dev. And, well, you know, combined with the fact that the quality of the games just isn't that good to begin with, means that Blizzard is just not in good straits right now.
Yeah, so pretty much
So
everything that we
it's
just
a giant trash fire, hence the
and-
marshmallows.
Yeah, in
So-
summary, all these things come together to ruin the reputation and
public goodwill.
and the public goodwill and the products of Activision
When
Blizzard.
this happens, a company either starts making better products or sinks into the ground and fucking dies. Come in, Microsoft, that basically has become a giant all-consuming amoeba, devouring IPs at the speed of light. Going,
And then destroying them.
if they even use them.
No, I said destroying them.
We are going to buy this company for $1 million, gorillion, bajillion, trijillion, combajillion dollars. And everybody on the UK went, wait, that might be illegal. This resulted in a very long, elaborate, complex, and extremely dragged out lawsuit over whether this company is allowed to buy this big company. Well, it turns out that the answer was decided in October 2023, and the consequences of it have basically dominoed until we get to this point. According to... Who's going to read this, by the way?
I'll help you read it.
You guys do this.
We'll
You
take
start.
turns.
Okay, let's start with me. I'll just grab the first part. According to Dextero,
The headline reads:
Microsoft president speaks out of FTC drops the case against the Activision buyout. That's
the
right,
Federal
ladies and
Trade Commission. For those who don't know what
that's
FTC
even worse.
is,
I thought it was the FEC. My bad.
Nope.
Sorry, wrong logo on the thing.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
Hey,
Sarah
clarification.
Serenity! Holy shit, you're in
Hello.
the chat. Love you, honey. Let's see here. And Ben Cruz, hello from MomoCon. How fucking dare you? Hope you're having fun over there, buddy. Yes, we are roasting marshmallows. We are out here roasting over the open fire that is Activision Blizzard. And Christopher Justice, we have a pet bunny over here at our house. Angel has a pet cat, and Zayana and Dragonfang have two puppers.
Insane puppies.
Yes, very insane puppies. One young, one older.
Pity puppies.
It's quite an amazing menagerie.
So,
Please
yeah, this
scroll
published
the page
yesterday, May 23rd, by Jessica Philby over at Dexerto. Here we
Alright,
fucking
so
go.
Microsoft will finally be able to go with the acquisition of Activision Blizzard after the Federal Trade Commission dropped its case against the company. Microsoft President Brad Smith has now addressed the decision publicly, calling it common sense.
Oh, fuck you.
I'll take this one. Back on January 2022, Microsoft finalized its deal, the purchase Activision Blizzard, for a whopping $68.7 billion, making it the most expensive video game-related acquisition to date. However, shortly after making the deal, the Federal Trade Commission attempted to block the merger, arguing that it would be a threat to competition in gaming, specifically in first-party titles and subscription
They
services.
essentially are saying, it's not that you're not allowed to buy it, we're saying that you can't be dominating the market like this, essentially. Which is funny because, well, I'll get to that later. Please scroll down.
Okay.
What followed was a 3-year battle between Microsoft and the FTC. Initially, the motion was denied by the Court of Appeals, to which the FTC submitted a preliminary injunction, aka a motion that forced Microsoft to stop the purchase. This was also denied in 2023. The FTC vowed to keep trying until on May 7, 2025, it was forced to drop the case. So basically, they were just banging on the door going, come on! Come on! Come on!
Come what the hell? This is a problem, guys. Like, no.
While it was dropped on May the 7th, it wasn't until May 22nd that Microsoft President and Vice Chair Brad Smith spoke out on the case on Twitter. It's called Twitter.
It's called Twitter, Elon.
Shut up, Elon. It's called Twitter.
Juan, your turn.
From Brad Smith's Twitter page, not fucking X. Fuck you, Elon. Today's decision is a victory for players across the country and for common sense in Washington, D.C. We are grateful to the FTC for today's announcement, shared Brad Smith. And here's the actual freaking
note.
The note is basically saying, fucking fine, whatever. The subsequent document highlighting the case as being dismissed was also shared, revealing that the U.S. District Court would be, quote, denying the Commission's application for a preliminary injunction to block the acquisition of Activision Blizzard by Microsoft Incorporated.
Bless you.
Bless
you.
Okay. They continue.
Marshmallow grits.
It's okay. It was worth it. They continued. The Commission has determined that the public interest is best served by dismissing the administrative litigation in this case, meaning the entire case has officially been dismissed.
The public interest. Hey guys, we're the public. How is this of any interest to us? Exactly. How are we benefiting from this shit?
No, we ain't, brah.
Go ahead, Joe.
This will mean that Microsoft can officially purchase Activision Blizzard after 3 years of waiting. However, what this will mean for new games and those previously controlled by Activision Blizzard is yet to be revealed, though the original intention for this purchase was to gain control over the company's mobile games.
Oh my fuck. Like all this to buy
Okay,
their
wait,
mobile
guys.
fuck
Who all
you.
really...
There it is.
How...
Thank you.
Gaming, my
Who here
happy fat
actually plays mobile games religiously?
A lot of people, unfortunately.
Sadly, a lot of people.
Shit ton of
How
people,
oh,
unfortunately.
Okay,
I
I
can
should
think of at least
rephrase
a
that.
billion people
I should
somewhere on the
rephrase
other
that.
side of the Pacific.
How many mobile games have you played without dropping them later down?
Oh,
the line?
every single one of them gets like that. But the problem is, they don't care how many people play. They just need a very few people to keep playing forever. That's the
Those
problem.
whales.
You get those whales in there. That's why the industry, one of the reasons why the industry is falling apart is because we're basically in the midst of a massive gold rush. All you need to find is one nugget and you are set for life, basically. You know, if the other cowboys don't kill you first.
Yo!
1,000 ways to die in the West.
A million ways to die.
in the West.
Black shit!
The black
But
shit.
mobile games just can't capture my attention.
I understand, and
They're like
trust me,
copy-paste.
I do not blame you because
Copy-paste, that's why.
especially considering that 50% of the popular games are MiHoYo now, so they all look the damn same.
They're all like freaking Chinese mobile
I mean,
games of death.
as a Hoyoverse person, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I have to agree.
Just,
Yeah.
goddamn.
Yeah.
In the chat over here.
Oh.
By the way, American McGee went out of his way to warn his fans that they need to get their merch before June 1st because that's when the tariffs are activated. So I ordered my Aura and Moon Rabbits from
Smart
well-known
thinking.
from Activision.
What
of
well
course.
known from games are from Activision and right now, basically nothing.
Except
Hell
for
no.
Overwatch and World of Warcraft.
Yep.
Which really, at this point, ought to just break off and be their own production
You would
companies.
think so, right?
You'd think.
Okay, I
no.
did play Love Nikki
I mean,
before.
Halo did
now
it.
I play Infinity Nikki.
I used to play
Fucking
Pokemon Go,
Bolt.
but that was back when my phone
Oh
was
my god, Pokemon
garbage.
Shuffle.
Lisa Boo! Hi there, Lisa Boo. Welcome to the Ravens
Hello.
flock.
Welcome.
And Mr. Quake over here. Those is interesting. This is a few times.
Expect Marvel Rivals.
Except Marvel
Oh,
Rivals.
can I
Well,
interrupt
that's maybe-
really
that's a different
quickly?
thing. Yeah.
What's up?
Fuck you, Infold.
What? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
What was
What?
that?
Infinity Nikki.
Oh yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
fixed the problem yet. Have
Oh, they have. People can actually log in, but the fact that it took like 2 weeks to
There's
log
still
into
problems,
your
though.
PS5 account
Oh,
is fucking
There are
ridiculous.
still
I'm
problems.
sorry.
though.
They were
I found
finding the
another
no
bug.
games code in the PS5.
Guess what? I found another bug. I synced through the map again.
Oh no!
I
Having this
watched
game now,
Say
but
just
this-
do that, and I'm like, what?
For the record, to add a little record here, right now, Blizzard has not released almost any new games that are noteworthy. They're basically just banking on World of Warcraft and Overwatch to keep them alive, which is not working very well
That's
because
going
they're still losing
downhill.
players.
Yeah.
And the last game that Microsoft released was through Bethesda, which was Doom: The Dark Ages, and so far that is the least played Doom game.
Wait,
they
when
released.
was that release?
Like a couple of weeks ago. It's not doing so hot, unfortunately. You know how you
Are
know
you
it's not doing so
surprised?
What?
Because instead of bragging about the number of copies sold, they're bragging about the number of players.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
Oh, come on!
That means that the majority of players got it through Game Pass.
Uh-huh.
The people who get it through Steam have to deal with a 100 gigabyte installation file, a $70 price, and Denuvo anti-cheat. You know, in case you want to throttle your performance a little more, just wrap another noose around your neck
Oh,
and
that's
squeeze it real good.
So
fun.
most of their players are through the Game Pass.
So yeah, right now Microsoft could, okay, fine, you can buy Blizzard, but are you actually going to do anything with those IPs?
Like, we
What's
know.
your game plan?
Is there even a game plan to begin
No.
with?
That's
No.
the neat part. There isn't.
There is.
Yeah.
Also,
You know, they're
Shamanistic
just-
Unicorn
they're
Tim,
just
how's it
doing
going? Welcome to the Ravens
Hello,
flock.
Shamanistic Unicorn. Thank you for joining us again. Appreciate it.
Now,
Just
you're
gonna wing it
it's-
at this point.
I mean,
No,
because it feels like
they
at this
can't wing
point,
it.
Like Blizzard,
They're like
is
Icarus.
Blizzard is trying to get bought, so they don't basically go under, and Microsoft is buying them because the more IPs they have, the bigger their stock is gonna look. The actual process or concept of making games doesn't really factor at all into any of these circumstances. Remember, this is the same company that released Halo Infinite in an incomplete state and fixed it over a period of 3 fucking years. You notice how people kept talking about Halo,
Yeah.
and now people don't talk about Halo anymore?
Sadly, no, they don't.
Guys, what happened to Halo?
You know what happened?
What?
6 feet under.
Because corporations keep releasing games
The
in an
corpos.
incomplete state and then saying, oh yeah, no, see, it's worth this much money. Everyone else.
No, it's not.
I poked it and it broke.
Games
What
are
are you
barely-
doing?
Games were
We'll get
barely
to it.
worth 60 during the last generation. They are not worth 70 right now, let alone 80 or 90.
They're not even worth 60.
No.
I
They're
have no-
worth-
The
they're
fact-
like 40 at best.
Yeah,
I
the
haven't
fact
bought a
that you
game
have
full price in
to
like
get
5
DLCs and everything to have a finished game
Yeah.
Right?
is so stupid.
For the record, allow me to offer a small counterpoint to good games. Space Marine 2 is like $30 right now. It comes
not
fully with a fantastic multiplayer, a 10-hour campaign story, some of the best Warhammer content I've ever seen, and it's a beautiful story about big giant dudes fighting big giant bugs. You know, like Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine if every single main character was the size of 3 Schwarzeneggers.
Okay, that sounds fun.
It's freaking great, and you fight for something beautiful. You fight for humanity. You fight for yourself. You fight for your brothers. And you fight because those fucking bugs need to die.
I was about to say,
Very Starship
fighting
Troopers.
for humanity at this point.
It's worth it.
Fighting for
Trust me.
humanity
It's worth
is
it.
it could be crazy, but at the same time,
It could be 60.
Even if they are broken and flawed and faulty beings, they are still your people. Point in case is, there's good games being made right now by literally everybody who is not Microsoft and Blizzard. So these two dumbasses buying each other, those are really...
and performing this gross and gaudy
I know, it's just-
display of sexual fluids
Did you know
and
that
wealth
they-
all over.
It's addictive.
Did you know they
no,
drove 2
it's-
giant trucks of money next
they-
to the offices and just dumped them together? It
Okay.
was filthy.
Also, they sort of related to that. It turns out that the evidence locker from the New York Police Department has been raided. All 200 gallons of P. Diddy's baby oil has been stolen
Ah!
by Microsoft to use on Activision Blizzard.
They didn't steal
Listen, it's $68 billion. It's a giant corpo, and they're trying to fuck each other
They gotta
out in
oil it
public
up.
They need
with their
lubrication.
money. They need the lube.
They need the lube.
I don't think
So much baby
that's
oil.
So much fucking gross
think
baby.
it-
Hello, Shamanistic Unicorn Tam.
But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the sale is going through, but at best, nothing is going to happen. At worst, we're going to keep getting shitty games, unfortunately.
Oh my god, this is bad. This is really a bad start. Juan, come on. We're talking about video games. Give us something good.
Well, since you were bringing up the bugs, Angel, we need to manage democracy. We need to save
You need bug
Earth.
out?
Ladies
We
and
need
gentlemen,
to save Super Earth!
ladies and gentlemen, the threats to our beautiful super Earth are coming, and they are closer now than ever before. The filthy feet of the alien hive mind has touched the streets of our beautiful planet. We need the men and the women that have the courage to grab a gun and fight for the good fight. We have the weapons. We have the tools. We have the budget. We need you. We need you. We need him. We need...
Why are you doing? Does anyone need me?
Raid?
What the fuck?
We need you.
Oh my lord! You ran into my kid's room!
We need...
Or did you run to K-Storm's?
Hell divers.
That's
right.
Dun, dun, dun,
No,
dun,
actually,
dun.
funny you mentioned that. One of...
He
We
needs
need
you
you
to
to-
help save democracy for
We
Super
need you to
Earth.
fight for
You
Super
must
Earth.
fight the bugs.
Yes.
We have to fight the bugs and save Super Earth,
We have to
K-Storm.
kill all the
Get
bugs,
your
K-Storm.
biggest
Thanks,
raid
Starship
gun.
Troopers.
Funny you mentioned that. One of the weapons is basically flaming napalm raid.
Okay,
I want
I want that
K-Storm's
one.
deserting! Her
I
democracy is in jeopardy!
Well, I guess we're
I
killing
want
your
that.
weapons.
No, we're not!
This is happening.
No, this isn't
No,
happening!
no.
So,
And an article provided by PC Games, that...
new Hell Divers 2 update finally delivers the gigantic battle we've been testing since launch. It's about damn time. Guys, seriously, do get your hands on Hell Divers. It's an incredibly fun game.
Mr. Quick's like, I miss Obama! Oh my lord!
Alright,
and this
so-
article comes to us by Ed Smith, published 4 days ago.
This is it, everybody. This is the big one. After more than 12 months of fighting across the Helldivers 2 galaxy, the war to protect democracy has finally breached the bastion that is, or was, Super Earth. Battlefield 6 might be on the way. Rival multiplayer shooters like Delta Force and Tarkov are still going strong, but with the new Helldivers 2 update, Arrowhead hit the biggest, reddest button. The Illuminate, by the way, those are the aliens we're fighting now, they take over human bodies, are on our home turf. There are new teammates, mechanics, and weapon customization tools. If you've gone AWOL from the Galactic War, it's time to take up arms and march back to Helldivers 2 frontline. So, the article doesn't tell you, but they introduce a bunch of new weapons to fight the aliens, because the enemy is now the aliens. Also, for a change, it's like one faction we haven't pissed off. They are the aggressors. They're coming for us.
Oh my god.
And they're taking over human bodies. So sometimes you get this really fucked up part where you kill like an alien infectee and they do the salute before they fall over.
Oh no!
They
It's like,
remember who
like-
they were.
it's like, sorry, sir!
We live and die by your order, boss.
Oh god.
So they introduce a bunch of weapons, including... Oh, hey, there's the trailer. It introduces a bunch of really cool weapons, like giant high-caliber super exploding pistols, basically a napalm sprayer, can of air raid, massive
that.
bombardier runs, and, of course, the previous update introduced more melee weapons, so you can have a kick-ass military saber or a spear with a flag at the end of it, so you can perform the image.
The
Damn!
like raising the
literally
flag.
can raise the flag.
Oh my god! So the new Helldivers 2 update is formally titled
Heart of Democracy!
Oh, shit.
That's so fucking gaudy, and it centers on the Illuminate's invasion of our hallowed Super Earth. Compared to some of the multiplayer games' other, more arid battlefields, in Heart of Democracy, you're fighting on the streets of giant cities. Skyscrapers explode above you. Rubble rains down. Civilians sprint past, trying to get to safety. They represent one of the major additions in Heart of Democracy. As well as gunning down the Illuminate, you need to safeguard the people of Super Earth. For every non-combatant killed by friendly fire, you will be punished.
By the way, the players have taken to this with aplomb. Whenever a player kills a civilian on purpose, I've seen videos of every other Helldiver turning around and just executing that guy on the spot.
Like,
Okay,
by the way,
that's
folks,
the moderate
remember,
right there. Wow.
war crimes are bad.
Very bad.
Don't
Like-
do war crimes.
People
Looking
go,
at you,
"Oh,
Israel.
We are risking our lives to protect. You dare betray Super Earth?
These are the
You know,
citizens.
damn.
How dare you?
This is probably the first time I've really ever seen like people really
I know.
get together and be like, no, we don't tolerate that.
Listen, the
that is
indomitable
impressive.
spirit of humanity is so powerful, not even satire can stand up to it.
Oh my lord! It's like
it's
it's
incredible.
literally goofing all over itself. But you know what? It's fucking
sincere.
funny.
It's sincerely goof.
Yeah, of course.
It's earnest in its goof fuckery.
Yeah, scroll
However,
down.
that is no Joseph.
No, I got this.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So, however, It's not just you and your Sith troops are on the ground to fight the Illuminati alongside Illuminate alongside you. And while they will autonomously separate into squads and execute their own offensives, you can also order them to follow you directly, providing extra backup as you wade into the fray. You can also activate the planetary defense cannons, gigantic guns specifically designed to keep Super Earth safe. Combined with the new primary weapon customization tools introduced in the last Helldivers 2 update, these should be enough, hopefully, to push the Illuminate back.
So, can I claim the gigantic guns then?
Yes.
I want the
Helldivers 2
flamethrower.
Hard Democracy is already live as of today, Tuesday, May 10th. If you want to give the game a show, you can get it right now. Otherwise, you might try other games. And that's the end of the article.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much.
they've been putting a lot of footage out there showing like the CF troops, and they basically are the civilian military. You know, they're the military on Earth that holds the line until you get there because you are the best of the best. And people basically, like, within moments, people have basically decided, I'm going to protect these goddamn soldiers even if it kills me.
Like, I'm gonna protect these soldiers right here.
So yeah, there have been videos of people it's some jackass literally. They like, you shoot a civilian, your team has the right to execute you on the spot. You shoot a safe troop, they will execute you even faster. It's great. And with the new weapons they introduced, well, let's just say the bombardiering is just beautiful because now you can blow up things in ways I have never seen before. Like, personal, like, rocket and grenade launchers are the order of the day. And you can actually see, like, actual civilians, they will salute you and they will imitate your poses too because, holy shit, you are saving Super Earth. So, overall, they did the one thing that united the players. You gave them something to protect. So now, we gotta take back Super Earth.
So it's pretty much like I've only known this person for this amount of time.
But if something happens to them, I
Yep.
will kill every
Yeah.
alien
That
in this
meme,
planet and
yes.
myself.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Basically the meme.
Yeah, by the way, they introduced a boss, which is probably one of the most fucked up things I've ever seen. Which basically, when you kill enough aliens, if they get desperate enough, they will combine their bodies and whatever biomass they can find into this Resident Evil-esque abomination composed of both human and alien matter. We gotta put them down for their own good.
Goddamn.
Set it on fire.
By the way, don't forget, the announcer of the games, the guy who does the announcements and the advertisements,
Yep.
he dressed like a Helldiver for the Game Awards and delivered an epic
Like, just like in
Okay,
the
that's
fucking commercial,
cool.
kind of thing,
Literally,
like
he
greetings,
did-
diver.
Exactly like that.
I remember that. I'm surprised we didn't point that out.
That's so awesome.
So yeah, that's how you make a good parody, by making it as the best parody is the parody that isn't a parody at all.
It's the one that's done sincerely. That's how you do proper comedy. That's why Leslie Nielsen is considered such a great comedic actor, because he played everything straight.
Yeah. So overall, I am very much looking forward to playing this game when I get my hands on that update. I plan to download it later. I gotta download a lot of things. Oh god.
You gotta download.
Okay.
a
No,
lot.
it's all good, man.
I gotta do some progress because I'm playing 16 right now, and you know how long that game is. But I'll get to
Yes.
that eventually.
But you know something over here, Angel? Since you were mentioning earlier over here how there was like next to no play regarding Halo Infinite and how it was going down, here's something that got people talking.
Well, now.
Let me show you guys. And this is coming straight off from Steam by Star Wars Holocron on Twitter. Star Wars Battlefront 2 broke its all-time concurrent player count on Steam today. That was yesterday, May 23rd.
That is pretty impressive.
That is
considering.
actually pretty impressive. It's not gigantic, but like going up to just over 10,000 concurrent players in there, there's a reason for it.
For the record, when the game first came out, it did very badly because of the horrible monetization and grinding.
God.
The fact that people are willing to go back and increase the number to that degree. Oh, and so the fact that the story was shit. But
Yeah,
the fact
like the
that
story could have been filled out a little
they
better.
really
I played
fucked
through
up
the
the
whole
halfway
thing.
point, though.
Yeah, I played through the whole story, and it felt like, okay, I get the story, but I don't
The script felt like it
feel
was
it.
missing like 3 pages.
Doesn't resonate with
But
you.
I digress. The
Mm,
point
not
is,
really.
all of a sudden, players are coming back and showing a huge amount of support to the game. Who, okay, admittedly, his practices were shit, but at least the gameplay felt good.
And this is the reason why. Another right here from under Star Wars Holocron, and I'm going to show you all the article. The developers of Star Wars Battlefront 2 want to, quote, get the band back together for Battlefront 3, says producer Matt Helge Holm.
Oh,
So,
snap!
in this article here, brought to us by WCCF Tech, the headline on it is, of course, like Star Wars Battlefront 2 developers would like to get the gang back together for Battlefront 3. This is something that players have been wailing for.
We
They
could have
have
used
been
a good team shooter for a while, you know?
It's-
Marvel Rivals is cool, but sometimes you want something more like Halo.
And well, this you're gonna go nuts with the passion that folks have been showing over here. And this was brought to us yesterday, May 23rd, by David Carcassoli. There we go. Yes.
CG Joda.
Yay! But it looks so cool.
Jane, my face looks like.
God damn. EA's reboot of the Star Wars Battlefront series was a roller coaster of a journey,
Yeah,
to say
that's
the
a
least.
generous term.
That is very generous. That is very polite.
Is it roller coaster in the same way I make them in Roller Coaster Simulator when I never leave an ending?
Oh my fucking!
Oh.
Like literally the old Sim Cities where
Yep.
you could build the amusement parks and you could actually customize the amusement parks and they just fucking go all over
The
themselves.
ride never ends.
The ride never ends.
Never.
The 2015 game was but blasted for a lack of content and offline mode and no campaign. Then the 2017 sequel was, by all accounts, a noted improvement gameplay-wise, but the microtransactions that EA stuffed into it practically killed the game.
Play
You guys
for
remember?
72 hours so you can unlock one character.
Yeah, no, you fucking remember that stuff, don't you? It's like, oh, hey, you can either pay $20 or you can play 80 hours to unlock Darth Vader. Just for Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Let's see.
No,
EA
bro.
game. EA supported the game for another 3 years and was able to turn the ship around with the removal of its awful microtransactions and consistent updates to improve the game, culminating in a celebration edition of the game that gave players access to every piece of content that was previously
For the
paywalled.
record, the fact that nobody ever talked about the improvements should tell you how bad it was. Please remember, when it comes to video games, nothing matters more than the first impression. Because unless you spend years improving it, you are screwed beyond that point.
You want to you make the best first impression you can.
Yeah, because
Yes.
Cyberpunk 2077 and No Man's Sky were the exceptions to the rule. Because the company spent 3+ years fixing them, but almost every other game, people don't talk about the improvements. Because after the first shot, they go, I am not touching this again for the rest of my life.
There were freaking what do you call it, autopsy videos of No Man's Sky.
The Murder of a Game series is a pretty good YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, it's a freaking hilarious channel. Lawbreakers definitely earned it. Sorry, Cliffy.
All
but,
right.
you're
They didn't
good.
break
Okay.
anything. They went
I'll
to
take over
jail
this
and
one.
never got out.
All right, fine. Go.
But neither the reboot nor the original series ever made it to a third entry. Star Wars Battlefront 3 has been pitched and even worked on in the case of the original PS2 era series, but never made into fruition. Hope rises for Battlefront 3 once again. After a recent surge in popularity in Battlefront 2 and spotted by VGC, developers who worked on Battlefront 2 want to, quote, get the gang back together to make Battlefront 3.
So I guess Battlefront 2 actually spoke to a lot of fans.
I hope so. I mean,
It's like-
at the end of the day, the gameplay was fun. Like, remember, the game wasn't screwed over by the gameplay. It was screwed over by the shitty-ass microtransactions.
The online gameplay with everyone, it's
It
fucking
was
fun.
solid. It didn't have to be like this.
It's fun. It's perfectly fine. It's just the new era version of the old Battlefront where you can literally grab a starfighter, fly across over to the enemy ship, go in, raid the ship, capture the ship. Boom! You're on a battlefield. Cool. You've got your squad over here. You're either Imperials or Separatists, or you're the Rebel Alliance or the Republic, and just go
I forgot.
go to
Do
town.
Imperials have like a specific military salute? Or is it just
No.
a regular salute?
No, there is no military salute for the Empire.
You would think there would be a military salute. for
You'd
the
think.
Empire, right?
Only the First Order got one, and it's literally just raising a fist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the only ones who got one. So weird.
It's kind of weird because for such a massive, expanding, clearly military operation, you think there would be like a salute for it.
You'd think that. I guess that's one of the things that Emperor Palpatine forgot about.
No
Also,
salutes.
don't keep the thermal exhaust port on my super weapons exposed. Big fucking, if he had that in a big fucking Sharpie on a wall in his bedroom, right in front of him, so he wakes up every fucking morning for the next 20 fucking years of the Empire.
Yeah.
They don't deal in logistics, apparently.
Also, Juancho, we all know that the exhaust port hasn't been fully paid off. That's going to damage his credit.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's
Bro, space credit for a ship that size,
not a ship, it's a battle
he
station. That's
will
worse.
never financially recover from this.
Literally never financially recovered. And then he died. You can continue, Jose, if you like.
All right. Responding to a comment on Reddit about a previous comment he had made at that Battlefront 2 developers want to see the series get a third entry. Matt Helgholm, who worked as a producer on Battlefront 2, said, quote, "Me having heard around my group of ex-colleagues, we want to get the gang back together."
Oh my god.
Holm isn't the only one who has worked on Star Wars making the call for Battlefront 3. And/or actor Mohammed Ben Amor also called for Battlefront 3 on Instagram, admitting he's a massive Battlefront fan, having logged 469 hours in Battlefront 2.
Hold on.
Oh, great. How many hours was that spent on microtransactions?
Hopefully not as many.
No, where is his fucking thing? Why don't they show his fucking thing? Sorry, I clicked on it and I had to open it up. Sorry. That's an IGN article of this thing. No, seriously. Okay. By the way, he plays Wilmon, who is like a sidekick to Cassian Andor, but he has his own story and everything, and it's cool. And I'm trying to find his fucking... Where is his fucking thing? Oh, shut the fuck up. Whatever. Never mind. Fuck you, IGN. How dare you fuck me over like this? I need a fucking screen cap at least.
Well, it's IGN. What are you expecting?
I expect them to give a screen cap.
Well, that's your mistake. Expecting anything from IGN to begin with.
Even with this new surge in popularity, players shouldn't be expecting EA to greenlight a new Battlefront game anytime soon. In the thread where Holm commented that he and other former members of the Battlefront 2 team would like to work together again on Battlefront 3, he says, quote, I don't expect Battlefront 3 to be announced at the end of this rally, but overall, yeah, I think there are people who are talking about it. If you enjoyed Battlefront 2, it's worth hopping back in to enjoy the rush of players filling up matches, but keep your expectations in check regarding the chances of a third game ever happening. Now, however, folks online are not taking this fucking warning to heart. They're like, no, if we shout loud enough into the online ether,
something has to work.
Something has to give. Just off the top, if you look into the craziness of people, just the posts on hashtag Battlefront 3, they're fucking trying to force it, will it to happen. They're calling on all armies. They're calling on the clone armies. They're calling on the dirty, filthy separatist droids.
Even
the Empire.
Guys, 2 words. Supply and demand. There's clearly a demand for a third game, so...
Which means money.
All you have to do is not fuck this up. Also, even though it may be a little off pan, I would like to take a moment to give my thanks to the incredible voice actress and actress Deborah Wilson, who voice acted in this game. And voice acted
who does she voice act in?
She's the black woman.
No, in Battlefront 3. No, she was in Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, she was. I forgot her name.
Seer.
Right. So here's the thing. She shows up in a lot of really shitty games, but I will never doubt her performance because she's pretty much good at what she does. So it turns out that in just Hollywood and acting in general, there isn't that many like black actresses that do mocap and voice acting in general. So she basically goes, you know what? Nobody's doing it. I'm gonna do it. And because she basically gives good rates and she's willing to do her own voice acting and mocapping, she gets hired for almost everything. She's shown up in a bunch of really shitty games, but her performance has always been top notch in every single one. She was Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad, Kill My Hopes and Dreams.
You know what else she plays?
Yeah.
As
what else?
Raging Raven in Metal Gear Solid 4.
That's right.
So when we get to continuing on Los Amigos Play in 2 weeks over here, you're gonna hear her and see her in action.
So yeah, it's funny because you don't notice in how many games she was until you realize, wait a second, I recognize that lady. That's Deborah. Deborah Wilson is like the female version of like the Yuri Lowenthal of video games.
Video games, yeah.
She goes, yeah, sure, fuck it, I'll do it. Give me the mocap suit. I'm getting there right now.
Like, get a load of this. Folks are going crazy over here. Check it over here. Battlefront 3 is built on hope. Spread the word.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's awesome, and I love the drawing.
This is just all beautiful fan art. Like Battlefront 3 is gaining traction. Spread the word. Flood the channels. Would you play? Someone else over here. Now check this out. This is actually not bad. Blending Legends and the current canon over here. Check that. Is that supposed to be Anakin jumping at Darth Vader on Mustafar?
That looks pretty cool.
Along with Ahsoka Tano, Din Djarin the Mandalorian, and fan favorite Darth Revan.
Shepard.
Darth who?
Darth Revan.
Darth Revan, okay.
Yeah.
Ahsoka, best girl.
My name is Commander Shepard. This is my favorite Star Wars in the cinema.
Oh my lord! Like you see, like people are trying to will it to happen. We the people would love a new Battlefront game. I dream, I hope, I pray that one day the Chosen One will return. Until then, for the Republic.
See, here's the thing.
It would be nice.
Corporations have to understand. You give the people what they want, we will give you the fucking money.
It would be nice. Like, imagine a whole team of Red Batch.
Of the Bad Batch.
Ooh,
whole squad.
Oh, like, no, check this out.
We still have to watch it,
Like, check that. And by the way, that's the parody account of Chopper from Star Wars Rebels saying, like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play as the Bad Batch? Fuck yeah, the A-team of the Clone Army.
That would be
Spread
awesome.
the word. Hear you, Battlefront 3.
Do horses even exist in that
Oh my
planet?
gosh. The Battlefront is coming.
Whatever.
The Battlefront is coming.
Whatever.
The Battlefront is coming.
Battlefront 3 is built on hope. Dude.
I mean, people want it, and people are willing to pay
Stop
for it.
posting Battlefront 3 everywhere. It's not. No.
We
Fuck
have to
off.
keep trying.
As K2SO, like, no.
Be gone. I mean, we know for a fact that a good team-based shooter can succeed. You don't even have to make it free. Just give it a reasonable
Just
price
make it
tag.
fun. Want an infinite money glitch? Give us Battlefront 3. Dun, 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 dun,
So,
dun, dun,
in summary,
dun,
yeah,
dun,
there is a large
dun,
demand for
dun,
Battlefront 3,
dun,
and it would be
dun,
ignorant for the company
dun,
to
dun, dun, dun,
ignore the
dun,
fans
dun,
and not
dun,
deliver.
One could argue that the one reason why in fact, you know what? The one reason why the companies would hesitate is no longer there. One of the reasons why people are afraid of putting out new shooters now is because they fail miserably if they don't make a good exception. Hello, Concord. I'm still looking at you and your smoldering, broken corpse.
Dead!
However-
You don't need to.
However,
It's already
before
done
I
and over
continue
with.
beating that dead horse into dust, the
Dear
difference
Lord.
here is that Star Wars has a big recognizable IP brand. That brings in people that like it. That's all you gotta do. So you can get the new ones and the old ones, and if you can just have a good, worthwhile model, that's all it. Shit, you could just make it. You could do like the Marvel Rivals thing.
Seriously.
Make it free, and you can pay for the season pass if you want to.
Oh my god, Sarah, you don't have to.
Thank
Sarah
you.
Serenity Magical Cosplay with a $2 super chat!
Hey!
You can visit me at AFO. I can't make a promise, but I'll make every effort. Oh, Struggler!
Oh,
the
AFO.
female Phil Lamar.
Yeah, Phil Lamar.
There we go. Welcome
They
to
were
Ravens
both
Flock.
on Mad back in the day. I forgot.
Yeah, they were. I remember them.
AFO
God, I miss Mad
since
TV.
the
Who was the voice
2010s.
actress of Shigo? Nicole,
Nicole Sullivan
Nicole
from Mad
Sullivan
TV.
is awesome.
Phil Lamar, Deborah Wilson, and Nicole Sullivan.
I love Nicole
all
Sullivan.
alumni from Mad TV. All you need is Will Sasso and
She
Michael
was
McDonald.
also the mom of the main
Yes.
character in The Secret Saturdays. I love that show.
That show was so cool.
Fucking
Like,
good.
you gotta understand the hype to getting Battlefront 3 would be insane. And at this point, make it just for the sake of making it at this point. Just make it fun and wild and weird.
Actually, thinking back on it, though, the idea of making it like with the model of Marvel Rivals could work. Make the game free, get as many people into it as possible, and if they want to get some of those fancy cosmetics, hey man, here's a season pass. Pay like $10 and you can unlock the rewards as you play the game.
Because if you have things that are
Those
cheaper,
bastards at NetEase got
then
me.
people will tend to want to.
I paid for
pay
like
for that.
You
2
don't
season
want
passes.
people. You don't want a company to throw microtransaction after
No, 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 no.
microtransaction. in
Have
your
like
face.
1 or 2, 3 different things you can buy, and then
Yeah.
cha-ching,
In fact,
They have the
cha-ching.
license. Sorry, they have the licenses on all this shit. Like, all you gotta do, like, here's since it's all under EA, all you gotta do, hey, Cal Kestis, the pro tag, our
Yeah.
ginger boy from Jedi
And
Fallen
he's
Order.
called Witch GF.
Yeah, exactly. Pluck the models, put it over to Battlefront 3, and if you want
It's a pretty
different
big universe. You can do stuff with that.
and if you want different cosmetics and outfits, or if you want to see Cal Kestis do different things with his lightsaber, you can have that in the microtransaction or whatever.
It will also increase interest in the IP. Like, people actually are reading Marvel comics because of Rivals.
Exactly, and
There's a big universe to explore. I'm saying.
and since they're also trying to put out mangas of Jedi Fallen Order, and there's
are?
we
Oh,
talked about a
that's
Star
cool.
Wars
I should watch
Celebration. No, a manga, not an anime.
I should read that later.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
hell, he's like play the game, play him in Battlefront 3, read the manga, interconnect. Guys, Lucasfilm was all up in this shit back in the 90s, and you couldn't escape it. You can't fuck with that kind of formula without making money. I thought that you liked money.
Well, for now,
It's pretty easy to fuck the formula. That's the
well,
problem.
well, for now, we can all we can do is just wait and see what happens. But in the meantime, we're gonna keep shouting into heavens on social media because, well, the more the fans scream about it,
It can't be ignored forever.
it can't be ignored forever.
It's not a guarantee, but yeah.
Let me see. I have nothing against Deborah, but it does annoy me that companies get her face, but screw up female faces on the regular.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep doing that.
Like, Kojima did it fine, and
That's because he's Kojima.
Yeah,
and what do you call it? Since Seer is meant to be a different character, whatever.
But she looks like Deborah Wilson.
Yeah,
That's the point.
it's
They
still
got
the face
looks.
of Deborah Wilson and the character and all this other
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So
There was one, but I didn't go very well. It was a Forspoken where they fucked up her modeling. Her
Yeah.
eyes looked like they're about to pop out of her skull.
Ugh.
Every other game is fine, but
Guys,
that one,
relax.
Square Enix did something terrible to her face.
Well, listen, while the fans are screaming for a third installment in Battlefront, they are also eating well, especially with the success of Andor Season 2. Season 2 has wrapped up officially, and it's also caused
Kino!
Yeah, that's nice. And it's also caused a huge rapid surge in folks tuning in and watching Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It's now the #1 watched movie on Disney+.
Wow.
It's fucking beautiful.
It's amazing what you can do when you give people, something they actually want to see.
But the...
You know
I
what?
think more
No.
companies should take an advice from that.
Actually, Angel, you got to remember back when we came out with Andor season 1, people were complaining, "Oh, this is too slow and boring. Who wants to see the kind of story of this nobody who just dies anyway?"
And then they go, "God damn, I want to see the story of this nobody who just dies anyway."
Yeah.
To be fair, though, that's because it's the internet and you expect like a snap response to everything and people love negativity. But then you it's like the comic of the parrot with the cracker.
Yeah.
What?
Get that shit off my face, crunch.
Pretty much. And continuing the hype train in an article from Variety, the headline reads, Andor Season 2 Emmy submissions revealed in 23 categories, including directing, writing, and 4 guest stars.
23?
And this is an exclusive written by Clayton Davis.
This is them basically saying, like, hey, we're gunning for the Emmys. We know we cooked well. We're coming for our slice of pie in the cookout, all right, man?
Might as well. Because, hey, man, say
There's
what you
the
will.
cake we wanted.
Whatever opinion
Exactly.
you may have about Star Wars, whether you love it or hate it, or you maybe fell out of love with it, almost nobody's denying that, no, holy shit, Andor is a very well-written show. It's solid. We like the characters. We like the story. We like the drama. Also, I love the
intrigue,
fact that,
man.
as Juan told me, at the end of the season 2, we're slightly slowing getting into why everything is happening. No spoilers. But basically,
It's okay to...
a character that looks like he belongs in the original films shows up, and the sheer contrast between the way the actor behaves compared to the more relatively down-to-earth cast of Andor is hilarious, because even they are like, what happened? Did we just change genre in the middle of the episode?
And then, and lo and behold, there you have the campy character, the mustache-twirling character, literally saying, "No,
Yes.
we're in the same show. We exist in the same universe.
Smashing!
You know why you haven't seen this before? Because you're not at my level."
All right,
Turns out
so
that you spend so much time looking at the stars, you forgot you were on the ground.
all right, so continuing here, the rebellion is back in full force.
Fuck yes!
Variety has exclusively learned Disney Plus has officially submitted the second season of its critically acclaimed Star Wars series Andor for Emmy consideration in 23 categories. The Mouse House is aiming high, placing its flagship drama in top-tier races, including Outstanding Drama Series, and also revealing its episode selections for directing and writing submissions.
Screenwriter Dan Gilroy, best known for penning the thriller Nightcrawler, has chosen episode 2, season 209. Welcome to the Rebellion for his drama writing bid, which will pit him against the scribe Mike White for the film from the series White Lotus and Noah Weil from The Pit. At the same time, Helmer Janice Mentz, the Mets will compete in the drama directing category for episode 208 of Who Are You? For Andor, facing off the likes of Mark Mylad's for The Last of Us and Ben Stiller's writing on Severance.
Well, see, now I just want them to win, because I just want The Last of Us to lose.
Dude,
Oh!
Angel, you haven't
Dude.
answered my question yet.
Sorry, what question?
Who are you?
You don't know yet?
You don't know.
I've been in your heart all along. My name is Sangetsu.
Wrong. You need to fucking watch
I
Andor.
will, I will.
That way, when I finally ask you, who are you? You give me what you owe me, bitch.
Yeah, my name is Sangetsu. Didn't I tell
It
you?
was.
I am Sangetsu.
Not anymore. Yet.
Folks, this is a casual reminder that Juan is a hardcore Star Wars fan.
God damn, I am.
He may have some fondness for the franchise. You
Just
you know,
Some?
there might be
We literally just brought in a purple
there might be
lightsaber
an inkling
a
of
while
affection
ago.
For
Would you
the
like to whip up
IP
the lightsaber?
somewhere in there.
yeah, no, off the top of my head, I wonder. Yeah, let me first initiate and go ahead.
You know what I really like? I like the ones that like the children's stories that would extend.
Oh, those.
were me and my
Those
little
are
bro
really good. Really
me and my
old
little bro
school.
had fights with those. Put your purple stick away from me, you turgid sexual pervert.
Oh!
Can't believe you people and you put that shit in public. We gotta censor that bar. Censor that whole thing right now.
We can't, Angel.
Yes,
it's
you can.
it's a luminous blade
Turn
of
on the
pure
pixel
energy.
filter for your
I
tool.
will literally destroy
Andy
the
Dragon
censor
fan.
bar.
It's pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie.
Purple.
Of course,
Purple.
yeah.
Purple
Thank you
is
again
best
for the Christmas
lightsaber.
present.
Personally, I prefer the curved ones, like the one
Like
that
Count Dooku.
Yeah, because proper fencing sabers.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
It's
How
so
about-
cool when you see like actors with experience in fighting do things. I forgot the name. I think it was an evaluation of either the Pirates of the Black War, no, that one, or Count of Monte Cristo, one of the
It was
really old
Count of Monte
movies,
Cristo.
where both of the actors were supposed to do like a fight scene with swords, but they told the choreographers, "Oh, don't worry, we actually know how to fight with swords." So the resulting fight was way better and way more tension filled because they were properly choreographing with each other. It was pretty sick.
It's so
Nice.
fucking cool.
All right, so continuing with the article
Wait, I
as
was actually
Dragon.
like
What's up?
before we continue in the article, real quick.
What's up, Juan?
Jose, what kind of lightsaber would you like?
Red.
I know that part. I'm talking about the hilt.
Oh, the
I'm
hilt.
talking about the hilt because obviously I like mine because it's Obi-Wan Kenobi and that's my hero. Yours, Jose.
Oh, that's a very tough question.
I think you would have to look at all of the different ones at that point.
I would, yeah, because the first one I would point at is Darth Vader's.
That's a good one.
That works. It's sturdy,
Okay.
it's heavy, it's got weight, and it's got power to it. Yeah.
Okay, what color for everyone? Purple.
Purple.
Red.
Green, actually.
Dragonfang?
I like green.
We can't hear you.
Blue. Green.
I think yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow's fine.
Yellow's
All right.
cool.
And whose hilt? What hilt?
Like I said, I would need to look at the list and see what they all look
Yeah.
like.
'Cause you've
first.
got-
Yeah.
Like,
There's
you've
What website you
way
got this
too
from again?
many.
Huh?
What website you get that from?
I don't remember. I got it off of Amazon.
Oh yeah, I thought so because I'm
But-
seeing them in Amazon. They're like $150.
All right.
Not bad.
Now-
Now
now-
we can go back to the article because this is fun. Okay.
All right. I got this. Chill.
Got this.
He got
We'll get to your hyper focus later, Jose. You get your turn.
Star Diego Luna, who also serves as an executive producer, is again submitted for lead drama actor for his portrayal of Cassian Andor.
Congratulations.
While not nominated for the show's first season, Luna's performance this time brings more internal conflict and character evolution, and Arc Disney Plus hopes will resonate with voters. Luna will also be up for supporting actor, a limited series consideration, for his role as boxing coach Andy Lujan in Hulu's miniseries La Máquina.
La Máquina.
La Máquina.
The
does that mean?
machine.
Yep.
The machine?
Yeah.
Okay.
The supporting actor
All right.
category
That
features
one.
possible bids from Stellan Skarsgård and Kyle Solar.
That works.
While supporting actress category includes a packed roster. Denise Goff, Adria Arjona, Faye Marseille, Elizabeth Dulau, and fan favorite Genevieve O'Reilly, who in particular was highlighted for her turn of Mon Mothma, senator torn between personal sacrifice and political revolution. Yeah, she's basically the leader of the Rebel Alliance by default because Alderaan went boom.
Of course. In the guest actor category, Disney Plus is banking on the performances from Ben Mendelsohn, who reprises his role as Orson Krennic in episode 211, Who Else Knows? Forrest Whitaker returning as Saw Gerrera in episode 205, I Have Friends Everywhere, and newcomer Benjamin Bratt appearing in episode 209. Varada Sethu is the
Varada
Sethu is the sole submission in the guest actress category for her performance in episode 206. What a festive evening!
Yeah, fun fact. Not only is Varda Sethu over here, was she like another lower character in the series who's she is like her character is like hard as nails, like wonderful like space Viking woman, Brunhilde style warrior, but she plays Belinda Chandra. She's the companion of Doctor Who, of Shudigatwa in Doctor Who. That's her. Now imagine her being a fucking badass. You need to see it. You need to see Andor!
All right,
Don't touch me!
Excuse me for a moment. I have two people to strangle.
Hang
Hi,
on.
Storm.
Hang on. Hi, honey.
Following the series' strong Emmy debut, earning 8 Emmy nominations in 2023,
Dinner if the pot's still dirty.
including drama series directing Benjamin Caron and a writing Norfolk career Tony Gilroy.
I'll be right back.
Disney Plus aims to expand its tally of the year, along with the Andor standing with the most critically acclaimed series in the Star Wars portfolio. In its final season, the show deepens its emotional stakes, culminating to the events leading directly to I am one with the Force is one with me.
Yeah, there's one. There is a four.
Leading directly to Rogue One, Star Wars story. You know, that one time that Darth Vader styled literally all over everybody.
Literally.
That shit was spooky as fuck. It was great.
Disney appears confident that this year's Emmy campaign will will resonate with voters, and they have reason to believe it will. All official Emmy nominations are below. Nomination voting runs from June 12th to June 23rd, with official nominations set by July 15th. And this is what they've got over here for their nominations. For Outstanding Drama Series, they have executive producers over here. Sam Wahlberg, Tony Gilroy, Kathleen Kennedy. Yes, you stupid fucks! She's part of this! She gave you Andor! No, you know what? No, I'm gonna go to the close-up camera.
Bro, relax. She signed the paper.
Exactly! She signed the paper, and these motherfuckers need to thank their lucky stars and thank her ass because you fuckers got to eat good, and she's the one who helped as executive chef in the restaurant. So fuck you! Ha! Fuck you, you fucking fuckers. Also,
She also signed the sequels, though, so we're 50-50 now.
Still, fucking semantics. Diego Luna, Luke Hull, John Gilroy, and David Mounty.
Also, props to the writers, Dan
Exactly.
Gilroy, for his excellent work, because, let's be honest, if it wasn't for Dan actually giving you a good story, this entire thing would fall apart with like 3
And
seconds.
director in drama series, Jason Metz for that episode. Lead actor in drama series, Diego Luna. Supporting actor in drama series, either Kyle Solar, who plays our antagonist on their, Cyril Karn, and Stellan Skarsgård, who plays
That one
Luthen
sounds
Rail.
familiar.
Kyle
Skarsgård.
Solar. Yeah, he was Bootstrap Bill in Pirates of the Caribbean.
There we go.
What's
That's
that
right.
Bill?
Yes, that's him.
Oh.
There
That's
we go.
him, and he was also Dr. Selvig in the MCU in the Avengers movie.
It's been a while.
And the supporting actress, like, if Genevieve O'Reilly doesn't win,
I'm gonna be very
I'll be very disappointed. If any of these other ladies who were fantastic in Andor, if they're not up for it, okay, I understand. But all of these have just been chef's kiss
Honestly,
acting.
I just want them to win because I want Neil Druckmann to lose. Fuck that
You
guy.
fucker. Guest actor, Ben Mendelsohn, Forrest Whitaker, Benjamin Bratt. By the way, Benjamin Bratt, the only reason why he was there is because he took over playing as Bail Organa since Jimmy Smits. Literally, he wasn't available to do it. Like, okay,
Scheduling conflicts.
All right, let me.
scheduling conflicts. That's literally
Where are we
all it
right
is.
now? We're on
Yeah,
character, voice actor, over
Yep.
performance. All right,
Yep.
Alan Tudyk. Fuck yeah, Alan Tudyk as
By the way, we
K2SO.
get K2SO.
Base.
Best character.
Finally.
Casting for a drama series by Nina Gold and Martin Ware. Cinematography by Mark Patton for episode 208.
Let's see.
All of these people, like costume designers, period of fantasy makeup design,
period of fantasy, sci-fi hairstyling,
production design for a narrative period or fantasy program 1 hour or more.
music composition for a series,
Oh, the
original
music
music
is
and
so
lyrics,
I heard
and
some of the music is
Oh
pretty good.
yeah, original music and lyrics. Yes, they made an original music for the planet Gorman,
Nice.
and that's literally like their national anthem kind of thing. And yes, picture editing for a drama series. And when you hear these folks singing "We Are the Gore" in their space French, it's literally
Yeah.
French, and they've spaced it up a bit.
Space French.
Dude, I promise you're going to be moved. You will have involuntary tear duct excretion, Angel. You shall feel.
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
You shall feel it.
I can feel
Dragon
it, Mr.
Fang,
Krabs.
Ziana Rose, you shall feel as well. Jose, my beautiful brother, those sunglasses won't be able to stop you from experiencing
He takes
the
the sunglasses
feels.
off and just a gush comes out.
You'll be like
man.
Cyclops,
like,
except
like a bucket of water.
from the punch dimension. Fucking
Punches from the punch.
sound editing.
oh,
sound
it's still going.
oh my gosh!
Okay,
They're
well,
going for
I think they get it. Yeah.
To be fair, though, this is a pretty big production.
No, of course. I'm not
Okay.
denying it.
Like, you can crap about Star Wars and you can say you hate the sequels and all that other shit. You cannot deny
That this
that
show is good.
Andor cooked. It served. It brought the receipts. It came to the cookout and it delivered. And every single one of you motherfuckers better give that shit the props it deserves. Fucking hell.
Are you good?
Watch Andor.
He's
All right
good.
then.
Oh, it's the spirit of the Ravens flock, Dong. It's Italian Dracula because it's purple. Yep, I want race light blue. Yep, light blue's nice. Hopefully, my name will be up for an award one day. Hopefully, we will never get another Andor again. Yeah, that's because his character's dead now.
Of course.
Like, you know what? Like
Yeah,
that's
that did happen.
it's just simply to say
I feel bad.
these guys have the ability to cook, so don't just quit on it. I need to get another
Exactly.
pair of flocker leggings. Yee.
Speaking on
Hyperfixations.
things that unfortunately didn't cook as well as we had hoped. So WWE's WrestleMania 41 has come and gone. They did their the big bucks over in Las Vegas, Nevada,
Yes,
with a lot of matches turning out really fun, and some of the matches, especially the main event, failed to live up to expectations. Yeah. Sorry, what the fuck was Travis Scott doing there?
Nothing.
No, I will not be able to answer that question for you. I'm sorry.
And it's after the awesome success of WrestleMania. It was earlier reported that WWE were planning to hold WrestleMania next year, returning for a third time over in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Big Easy.
The big
God, you should have seen like the set design that they do for WrestleMania in New Orleans. It is Mardi Gras as a motherfucker.
Of course.
In the best ways possible. You would have loved it.
There was that shady doctor fellow offering deals on the corner of the street. I don't trust him very much. What was his name?
Keith David.
Facilier?
It's Keith David.
Something. No, I trust Keith David. I don't trust the doctor.
Was he singing at you?
He was trying to.
It's Keith David.
I ran away before he could start.
It's Keith David.
I don't know.
I was
I don't
talking
know.
about the green that you need.
Yes, actually.
Well, I see in the future is the green that I see.
I become a Death Frog card. Help.
Now, of course, WWE has a history with New Orleans. In WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan, who now goes by Bryan Danielson, captured the undisputed WWE Championship in New Orleans.
And then he had to relinquish it because his body was too fucked up and he had to retire for a few years.
WrestleMania 34 went to New Orleans for the second time, and their main event was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
For how many times?
It's their second encounter, and it is one of the worst main events of all time. Fans were chanting for CM Punk. They were chanting for refunds. They were hating it. They were throwing beach balls.
They were entertaining themselves.
Do you have any idea how bad you are that people are asking for Jesus to show up to save them?
Wrestling Jesus.
The match was so bad that Brock Lesnar took his undisputed championship and threw it at Vince McMahon backstage out of anger.
Like he
This
literally
belt
threw
is
it.
worthless now. Bam!
No, he literally just threw it at the guy's face while he was in the little production table behind the curtain.
Wow.
And Vince even shouted like, "Asshole!" Imagine Vince McMahon shouting at you and calling you an asshole.
I guess he was on the table.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good experience for WWE. It was the worst, in my opinion. But now we have some latest developments in WrestleMania plans for WWE next year. In an article by Wrestling Inc., the headline reads, WWE WrestleMania will be heading back to Las Vegas after canceling the New Orleans deal.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh boy, round 2 Electric Boogaloo in Sin City.
I saw a movie about that. It didn't turn out very good for anybody involved. It had Johnny Depp in it. And lots of fear and loathing and drugs.
Oh my
Mostly
God.
drugs.
Oh yeah, and Sarah
Benicio del
Serendi's
Toro
from
gave
New
me like
Orleans.
90
God.
pounds.
In Las Vegas?
awesome.
You're crazy.
I mean, it is Las Vegas. It is pretty crazy.
Oh yeah,
Fear
that's
and
true.
Loathing. It's brought to you by,
Ella J.
and it was posted
on
2 days ago.
2 days ago. All right, so here we go. This afternoon, on the afternoon of that day, a statement from the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation revealed a surprise turn of events regarding the host city for WWE's WrestleMania 42. Namely, New Orleans, Louisiana no longer has the distinction of holding the grand event in 2026. Instead, the honor will now belong to another city, with New Orleans slated to host the 2026 Money in the Bank event and another future WrestleMania.
Okay, so they basically just traded. New Orleans for Las Vegas and said, "Don't worry, you're gonna get our Money in the Bank show, and you will get a WrestleMania later down the line."
I mean, on one hand, it makes sense to put Money in the Bank in Las Vegas because, casinos.
No, it was going to be in Las Vegas, but they traded it over, so Money in the Bank's going to be in New Orleans.
Oh.
And now New Orleans, instead of getting WrestleMania
Okay, that is a little different.
Yeah.
What if we put an alligator inside the case?
Oh my fucking God.
All
Money
right,
in
move.
the Bank is about to get a lot more violent than you think.
All right, so continuing with the article. According to NOLA, the replacement destination for WrestleMania 42 will be none other than Las Vegas, which wrapped up the festivities for WrestleMania 41 just a month ago. This update reportedly came from an industry official who indicated WWE's eagerness to follow up in the city after it produced record-breaking numbers for the two-night WrestleMania 41 Premium Live event on April 19th and April 20th. Now, journalist Andrew Baidala previously noted that WWE was considering bringing, quote, the show of shows back to Las Vegas in the next 3 to 5 years. That timeline now appears to have been bumped up so much earlier. A triple threat match involving Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk headlined night 1 of WrestleMania 41. The following night, John Cena claims his record-breaking 17th world title by defeating the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes in the main event.
That was bullshit.
I know.
I'm still calling bullshit.
I know it
We all
was.
are.
Never not mad.
Financially, WWE shattered several records of their own in areas such as viewership, merchandise, sponsorship, and social media. Additionally, WrestleMania 41 resulted in the largest gate in WWE history with 124,693 fans in attendance.
Very impressive. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Mr. Ego himself, initially announced New Orleans, specifically the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, as the host for the WrestleMania 42 back in February. This would have marked the third time in 12 years that the Big Easy claimed this distinction. Very fancy.
Following Nola's report, Fightful Select noted that someone formerly connected to WWE had also implied Las Vegas as a new destination for WrestleMania 42. In addition, the outlet shared some of the internal reactions that they gathered in the aftermath of the news. Within WWE, a number of staff and talent were reportedly shocked by this development. At the same time, talents are said to be unfazed by it, especially considering WWE typically handles their travel arrangements for the days surrounding WrestleMania events. The outlet added that for several talents, WrestleMania wasn't even on their personal radar yet, as it's still so far out.
Originally, WWE penciled in Saturday, April 11th and Sunday, April 12th, 2026 for the WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans. With WWE reportedly circling Las Vegas now, it is unknown if the dates for the two-day premium live event will change as well. Fightful claims that the current WWE regime has generally been open to changes in relation to shows if the revenue produced comes with a, quote, significant boost.
Outside of WWE, a number of independent and other major wrestling promotions typically hold their own events in and around the respective host city of WrestleMania. With next year's location moving, frustration is already reportedly mounting, as planned events may now have to move as well. WrestleCon, an industry tradition of WrestleMania week, is said to have already signed a contract with the New Orleans venue for their scheduled April 2026 showing.
There we go.
Their possible direction following WrestleMania's shift in course was not mentioned.
All right, so, ow,
Yep.
fuck.
Yeah, and dude, people love going to WrestleCon every year.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame to end up in that situation, but...
Like, it's like WrestleCon is literally like the giant big expo for other smaller pro wrestling promotions, either within the U.S. or abroad, to get to come over and show their goods and basically piggyback off of the wave of interest and fun and excitement around WrestleMania. And it's a symbiotic relationship over here. It's the phrase closer to rising tides raise all ships. Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, and with WrestleMania being the big fucking deal, you want to be able to follow along with them. So with them at the last fucking minute, well, not really last minute, still a year out, but for them to abruptly change where they're going to be going, that's affecting more than just themselves.
Because the fans now gotta figure out, oh shit, now we gotta go to a completely different state. That's a lot of money in plane tickets, man. Like,
It's going to force you to choose. Do you want to go to WrestleCon and have fun in New Orleans, or do you want to go to WrestleMania again in Las Vegas?
Most likely people will choose the former because it's closer and it's cheaper. To those who can afford the later, it's good, but I feel like this change will mean that their numbers are not going to be as high as previous year. Because changing the venue all of a sudden means that a lot of people suddenly cannot go anymore.
Well, it's a double-edged sword. WWE will also suffer from this too, because not only are they forcing fans to choose from New Orleans to Vegas, but because of their freaking super expensive ticket prices.
They were not cheap this year, and I hate the feeling they're not going to be any cheaper next year either. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, and that's kind of the thing that they're pushing for. Wrestling tickets for shows like this, they used to be pricey, but within reason.
Still manageable. You know?
Like Jose, off the top of your head, but then again, that shouldn't really count. Because when we saw Survivor Series in, what was it, 2000?
It was in 2000, yeah.
Okay, we saw it, and it was down here in the Tampa, at Amalie Arena, formerly the Ice Palace.
Yes.
But that was an indoor venue, and that was 25 years ago, so we really can't give it was cheaper back then, because that is way too wide of a gap.
Yeah, no.
But it was literally fucking cheaper back then. It was $20 for our tickets each.
Also, the war economy.
Literally, the war economy was about to kick in.
We cannot
a year before 9/11.
Listen, even if I became a cyborg mercenary right now, I could not kill enough people fast enough to afford one of those tickets at the moment.
It's like I'm over here.
It ain't gonna happen, bro.
I'm over here embarrassed half of the time because it was literally nosebleed section for our seats because that's all we could afford. but it was like 20
At
bucks.
least you were there, bro.
Yeah, no, at least we were fucking there. It was 20 bucks for each seat, and I imagine that if you want to try to get a nosebleed seat over here,
Why are they called the nosebleed seat?
because it's the highest, as in like, oh, you're so high up in the air
That
they
is gonna break your capillaries.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Sick.
I'm just gonna say that's really weird.
It's just
an expression.
No. I meant just calling it that. It's just so strange.
It kind of makes sense though, because the veins in your nose are extremely delicate. The capillaries here, they break at the slightest pressure. You sneeze too hard, you're gonna start bleeding. So when you go high enough and there's not enough oxygen, and your body increases the temperature to keep up with the lack of oxygen, you basically create so much friction in your own nose that your veins break for a bit.
Yeah.
The good news is because they're so delicate, your body can also repair them very quickly. Unlike your nerves.
This has been a free microbiology lesson from Angel Mendez,
You're welcome.
brought to you by the Ravens Flock.
I read too many biology books. Now let me tell you about testicular cancer.
No, thank you. But getting back to the article, yeah, no, folks, like, this is a very, 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 very weird position that fans of wrestling are put in, like, because they have to decide to either go to Vegas or New Orleans. And if they go to Vegas, they're likely going to spend more money on getting tickets for the venue.
Vegas.
It's Vegas.
Vegas.
It's fucking
It's
It's
expensive.
not only
It's
it's
gonna be
expensive
expensive.
because there, but it's also,
Everyone goes to Vegas.
well, that not only
Everyone
that,
wants to
but
go to
like,
Vegas.
how expensive is Vegas to get? A hotel?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have
Don't touch me.
someone who could prove how expensive Vegas travel is.
Don't touch me. Yeah, it was.
Again,
What's the cheapest hotel that you can get?
A
a motel.
I was lucky.
Cheapest.
I was lucky.
Ah!
Like maybe $100 a night if you're lucky.
So that's
Maybe.
like the lowest.
Maybe. Because I was hanging with the Popcorn Planet team, I was at the Mirage, so it was like closer to $250 a night.
The
Actually,
lowest.
it's like $300 in total.
That's
I
the
got
lowest
lucky.
reputable stay. There are some serious, like, little motels just north of the strip, on the same road, but just north of the strip, that you can pay like $20 for a room. Or at least it was when I was there.
Thank you for that, Case.
But it was a roach motel.
Ah!
I do not mean that literally. I mean it's so crappy you expected to see them everywhere.
Fun fact, that was literal, you didn't know it. You know that the ending of Men in Black 2, 1?
Yeah.
Every single staff member on that hotel was like that. You almost died. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, no, we have to send in the crew, do some cleanup. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. We fixed it.
All
Why
right.
did I remember this?
But with Las Vegas, it's also, I mean, how a lot of bachelorettes and everything, they go there, and it's really expensive. If you are given an option, just for something that you want to go to every single year, something extremely expensive now, and you really don't, you have to choose between that and putting food on the table. But then you have this over here, where it's, it's not going to cost as much as that. Which are you going to choose? Cheaper. Cheaper.
So yeah, you gotta
Cheaper.
understand the fans have to
Always
make a
cheap.
decision, and at the end of the day, they choose the thing that is economically affordable. Because hey, I would like to go to WrestleMania. I also understand that I cannot afford to go to WrestleMania.
Even when it was here in Tampa,
Yeah.
we couldn't afford it.
So I'm just gonna plant my ass on that couch, pop a cold one open with the boys, and watch you guys on screen beat the hell out of each other. But I am paying for that ticket price.
Exactly, because as I covered so many shows ago, like the dollar amount for a ticket these days for WWE as events is pretty much the equivalent of putting a down payment on a car.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Oh,
How
yeah.
much?
It can be
hell
very
no.
expensive.
Depending on the seats, of course.
You gotta understand, this is basically a rock concert, but the instruments are other people's bodies, and instead of playing them, we're smacking people with other bodies.
no.
Oh, hit.
Um,
Skip.
This is your casual reminder that that the corporate heads of WWE are financial predators.
Yeah, they're still greedy bastards.
But you know what we'll actually be able to afford? And I want us to all go watch, just like you need to go watch Andor. We can at least afford to go see Ballerina.
It does look pretty good.
Yeah, because
Yay.
Sarah Serendi was asking in the chat, anyone planning to see Ballerina next month?
Yes.
Yes, the John Wick film, Ballerina, starring Anna de Armas.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
I
it's,
got confused for a second. I was like, what?
And you know what, folks? I got a question. Where are we with McDonald's right now? Like, how do we feel about
Disgusting.
McDonald's?
Yuck.
Every now and-
I'm hating it.
Every now and then, I still grab an order of nuggets if I don't feel like cooking, but it's not really my favorite food place.
Yeah, here's
What
the
about
thing.
you, Juan?
I'd
Their
rather
milkshakes
have
are
a Whopper than any McDonald's.
Their milkshakes
I
are decent.
remember way back in the day, you're gonna feel old, when their nuggets actually tasted really fucking good, and now they just taste disgusting.
Phony.
You know what the ironic part is, though?
Yeah, what's
ice
up?
cream machines work now because they have their own contractor in house.
Oh, wait. I also have to say, I remember back in
They
the
fixed
day
one
when
thing.
they were very, very happy looking and colorful.
What
and you
happened
had
to
the
the goddamn
playgrounds.
What happened to the ball pit?
It grew up.
The ball pit was a pit of sickness.
For me, I don't like the smell of McDonald's because people at work keep on bringing it
Yeah,
in,
that's the point. You gotta make those children strong
It
or they
makes
die.
everything smell
Get in
like
there.
McDonald's.
Get in the
Oh my
bullpen.
God.
Either you survive or die.
But it's like, it's like, okay, I can understand not having a ball pit anymore because of the hygiene
Because
problems.
cowardice.
Because of the hygiene problem, but at the same time, you can have the little Jungle Jimmy bits. You can have the fucking
or
slides.
those little games. Remember the little games, that the little circular games, and you had like 4 of them, and you can play them. Remember?
Yeah.
However,
Sis and I used to.
now we do have. Oh, hang on.
Yes, we know Norman Reedus.
No,
is
I
some-
know what happened. They were when parents started getting litigious over their kids getting hurt due to them not watching their own fucking
that.
children.
Yeah.
And so they started suing everybody. They took all the play stuff away because it's like, if you're not going to watch your kids, it's not my employee's job to do
There's
so.
also the
Oh,
fact
yeah.
that now they're basically focused on getting as many customers going through as possible to increase workflow. So you notice how they have the digital menus now, and the chairs are like extra uncomfortable, and they have increased the lanes for the drive-through. Because
Yes.
it's no longer about keeping people there eating and enjoying themselves. It's
it's
about
get
your
in and get
order,
out.
Get the
Well,
fuck out.
also
I
they
gotta
keep
serve
taking
me.
away stuff
But the
too.
fucking like
Snack wraps.
the idle time 30 minutes for eating. You're
Yeah.
not allowed to be there for longer than 30 minutes.
When they took away the snack wraps.
And they took away the fucking
All right,
snack wraps.
listen. All right, listen.
So
Clearly,
ultimately,
unanimously, we all don't have a very positive opinion
you,
about
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I
However,
prefer Wendy's. Their baconators kick ass.
However,
Softies
when
are
we were
badass.
kids, the one thing that we did want while we were going to McDonald's during the time when it was awesome
Happy Meal.
was Happy Meals.
Yeah. That was the serotonin activator for the parents who you just don't want to cook that. They're like, you know
And
what?
it was cheap.
Happy Meal time. It's
Remember
cheap,
when it was
it's
fucking
affordable.
cheap?
Yes.
Now they're not.
Is it good for you? It's cheap.
It's cheap.
And then when you see the toys and you're like,
I
I
feel
hope I
so
get
old
this
because I
toy.
remember when the hamburgers were 59 cents and the cheeseburgers
Yes.
were 69.
Same.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Holy
your
shit.
biggest issue about a Happy Meal is, do you want nuggets or do you want a cheeseburger? That was my biggest decision.
Cheeseburger.
It was a simpler time. It was a better time. But unfortunately, those times have passed. And now we are reaching the end of the problems because some problems seem to show up in every goddamn industry. No, wow, even the McDonald's in that announcement looks like shit. Why is
It
it
has
brown?
grown up and become
been-
sad. No,
It's-
no,
no, no.
guys.
Depressed.
No, I know it. Actually, no, you took it out.
It's depressed.
It has depression.
Yeah, dude. Illustration at its
We're
best.
just gonna
It
start
was
putting
happier
Ozempic in the
back
burgers
then.
No,
Now it has
Ozempic
nothing
isn't.
but
No,
depression
that's not an
and
antidepressant.
sadness.
Yes,
No,
it does.
that's
No, it's a.
Being less fat will take away your depression.
that's the way they.
All right, and an article provided to us by Dexerto. The headline reads, Scalpers waste McDonald's orders to collect anime Happy Meal toys.
Okay,
Why?
wait. Okay, please.
Ma-
Just
Please
by,
don't say
Michael,
that they're just...
by Michael Gawilliam, published 2 days ago, May 22nd.
all
Please
right.
say
Oh
they
my
didn't just
fucking
toss them in the trash.
All right,
Better not.
everyone, please. All right.
There's not even a dollar menu is cheap anymore. You're right.
It's not even a dollar menu.
No, not even
So-
Dollar Tree is cheap.
All right. So, McDonald's scalpers in Japan are wasting tons of orders just to collect Happy Meal toys, which are selling for big bucks on eBay.
Wait, how is it selling for big bucks if you literally can just get them out of freaking...
Apparently, they are very limited and they only show up in one country.
Yes.
So that
Dig
makes
this.
them
Oh, okay, makes
rare.
sense.
McDonald's Japan doesn't just have a new grand-sized fries and drinks available. The chain also has Happy Meals based on the manga series turned anime, Chikawa.
Huh. I did not know about this. Hang on.
In just 2 days, as per People magazine, the Chikawa toys were completely sold out throughout the region as customers flocked to the Happy Meal items.
Oh my god, they're so cute!
These little bastards.
The meals contained goodies such as cups, eraser heads, and other nods to the collab. Oh god, okay.
They're so cute.
Do me a favor. Send me
By the way,
an image of them in the group
these are
chat.
the actual toys. Hang on.
Send me the image of that in the group chat.
It's coming.
Oh wait, no.
These are
However-
the actual toes. They are being sold as high as $65 on eBay.
Con su
Jesus!
puta madre! Oh my god!
You know
For
what
that?
The saddest thing is that these things will become available in a couple of months for everybody to buy for cheap.
All right.
However-
And they are fucking cute.
All right. However,
Reminds me of cinnamon, bro.
in order
It
to
does, yeah.
In order to get their hands on the Happy Meal toys, customers have been forgoing the food and creating a slew of waste in the process.
At
throw away
least
the
just
food.
donate the food to people who
Give it to a
need
homeless
it.
person or something.
Viral video reveals wasted Happy Meals as McDonald's scalpers collect toys. Happy Meals in Japan, referred to as Happy Sets,
Tapiceto.
Happy Setos, contain either chicken nuggets, a hamburger, or
They
pancakes
got
along
pancakes in McDonald's.
with a
what?
side of fries, salad,
Jealous.
or edamame and
Wow.
corn and a drink.
Ooh, edamame so good.
Okay.
Here is the video of, yeah,
I think we
Okay.
can play
Of
the
the
video.
waste.
There's no
Yeah,
music
we can
in
play
there.
it on Twitter.
Put it on mute just in case.
Are you kidding me?
That is a why? Why so many?
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's disgusting!
At this point, they need a crackdown.
Woo!
That is
No!
unacceptable.
Why would they?
No!
Do you think the company gives
You
you shit as long as you're paying them?
Oh my god!
It's disgusting.
Okay, no, K-Storm.
No, I saw enough.
You saw the
K-Storm's gonna get angry if she sees it.
Listen, we over here did not appreciate waste of food, especially myself. I know what it's like to starve. Wasting food pisses me off
They're
immensely.
literally like
Look
the
at this
orders,
shit.
grab the toys, trash the whole trays
Okay,
in full.
I can at least say that the French fries still taste fucking good.
Wow. Look at that, literally on the floor. They don't give a shit.
Literally, these are the Chihuahua. Or Chihuahua.
Reminds me of that episode of Squid Game Season 2. The guy with the like, shows up, offers the homeless people, you want the sweet bread or do you want the ticket? And obviously most people pick the ticket.
Yeah.
So he grabs all the sweet bread that he didn't offer to anybody, throws it on the floor and just starts stomping on it. And going, you chose this. This is on you.
Oh my god.
Like, the worst part is that the company doesn't give a shit because as long as you're paying them, they don't care what you do with the food.
That's true.
Oh.
In a
It's
video,
biodegradable, so it's no harming the environment.
in a video posted on Twitter, bags upon bags of Happy Meal orders were
What the
left
fuck,
on the
man?
counters of McDonald's for staff to clean up after scalpers had taken their toys and left.
Actually, do you think that they can pressly sue them for
Well,
littering?
Hang on a minute. Look, other photos circulating on social media shows customers with large bags filled with many Chihuahua toys.
oh
What's
my
the point?
god.
Guys, this is why. Do
Fucking
not
hell.
buy from fucking
This
scalpers.
is why we can't have nice things.
What the hell, Japan? Who the fuck do you think you are? America? What the fuck,
Oh.
Japan?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
us.
How many of those
I
guys-
hate how right you are.
Yeah!
Oh
Don't
my
be
god.
like us.
Don't be like
Guys, no, you're supposed to
Hey,
steal
let
our
his rant
ideas
out.
for managed democracy.
They took the bad
Not our ideas for late stage capitalism!
Too late.
You fucking idiots!
I think that guys. I think the second bomb may have had some unexpected side effects.
Shut the fuck up about the bombs.
I think
Oh
there
my
may have been
God.
some unexpected side. We may have made them too much like us.
No, you
All
never.
right.
Asshole.
Please, guys,
Resellers-
do not buy from scalpers.
Resellers are also trying to make huge profits on eBay, with some listings on the Happy Meals being over $80. Really, you're doing all this for $80? McDonald's says that they hadn't anticipated the demand for toys and that the sales had far exceeded expectations. Additionally, the chain apologized for not meeting the expectations of the customer.
This
The
is
second release is
bullshit.
stated for May 23rd.
You didn't realize
That's yesterday.
that was gonna happen?
Customers going wild over the McDonald's toys isn't a new phenomenon. In January 2025, a run of Pokemon promo cards were released and resold at prices from $600 to $800.
Okay,
Okay, so
I'm
we gotta find Logan Paul and just execute him.
I am getting
Oh my
so
God.
sick and tired
Listen,
of them
Angel-
saying, "Oh, I didn't know this was going to happen."
No.
How many times has this happened?
No, they're saying like, oh, we couldn't anticipate this much
Bullshit.
demand.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
If it's
Bull.
limited, that means people are gonna do stupid
God,
things.
can
You know what they
can
need
you
to fuck-
imagine if this would have happened if they were doing this with limited toys back here in the day?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, you bet.
Especially the Transformers ones.
Bro,
Shoot
you better believe there will be people who will be jumping on the
Or
eBay train.
Pokemon.
No, that's already happening right now. Remember
No.
the Bang Go Pikachu?
Yeah, the-
Yeah, I know.
Oh, well, well, that was in Burger King, and even then, people had enough sense.
And still, yes.
Oh my.
Also, I don't give a fuck if anybody's trying to scalp or trying to get Happy Meals to make money. No one should be fucking wasting food like that.
There is something just monumentally pathetic about seeing these grown-ass men and women, mostly dudes, obviously,
Mostly fat loser dudes.
getting into these stupid fucking fights. Like that one video we saw before of a dude getting into a fight with another one because he was blocking the machine through watching it. And I'm like, do you have any idea what you look like right now?
You look like a
like an idiot.
bitch. Oh
At
my
the
god.
risk of sounding like my parents, holy shit, grow up. Like, come on, dude. Responsibility. Get some. Just, ugh. It's so bizarre, too. Like, 'cause
It's
in
dumb.
a few months, these toys will be available for everybody.
Yeah.
You can just find them, like, on a gas station.
Yeah, seriously, it makes me want to go to McDonald's, apologize to them, and order from them.
FOMO
Like,
was a
listen,
mistake.
like, I'm sorry. Like, so you're gonna go up to McDonald's and go up to the counter guy, like,
Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Uh,
I'll have a McFlurry, and I'll have a fillet of fish.
Okay, but why are you holding a gun? Don't worry about it.
Don't even think about a dog. Don't even.
And
don't
then
even
Joe
sweat
just
it.
slides to his chair or like an unmoving model.
What I'm surprised of is that even happened in
could buy
Japan,
gallons of
considering
stuff
how
over
well
there.
behaved they are over there.
Idiots.
Yeah, but
And the fact that they're just throwing, like, I've never really
And you could
heard
just
of anyone just
Anyway, they
tossing
were
the
so
food away over there.
stupid.
well, Ziana Rose, we now have learned a valuable lesson that financial greed has no geographical borders.
It applies to everybody.
Yes, exactly like the Labubu's, Sarah Serendi. Exactly like the fucking Labubu's. Okay.
Guys,
What's
do
up,
you
Dragon
remember
Fang?
the Szechuan sauce incident?
Oh, the Szechuan
Yeah,
sauce.
when you were trying to sell
Oh.
the things on eBay.
Ew, guys.
You know the funniest part is,
Yeah.
though?
Remember
What is
that?
it?
Session sauce is readily available almost anywhere. At the same time
Yep.
that we're trying to sell that, you could go to the same website and find gallons of the stuff for like $5. You still can. And you know what the worst part is?
Wait,
What?
It wasn't that tasty, honestly.
It
it was
wasn't.
all right.
It was
It
alright.
wasn't the worst thing I ever tasted, but I'm like, I prefer barbecue. Like, I'm good with this.
Like, let me give you one example. I'm over here. And
Like, it's better than sweet and sour, but it's not as good as barbecue
Exactly.
sauce.
That is the perfect comparison.
Okay, let me give you an example over here. And yes, I'm getting nostalgic up in this bitch. When the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie came out in 1996, 95,
Go Power
right?
Rangers.
Then they had like the Happy Meal toys, and then they had like the deluxe Happy Meal toys, where you had
This
the new
packet
Ninja
is like-
Zords with
Oops.
the figurines where they can write in it.
There
You've
it
got
is. $8, $9. You know how big this bottle is?
Is that the same
It's about
McDonald's?
this size.
Is that the same Szechuan
No
sauce?
kidding.
It is literally, bro. It is the exact same fucking thing.
The same Rick and Morty Szechuan
Same
sauce,
damn
the
thing.
Mulan sauce.
In fact, somebody's
Maybe.
selling several hundred packets of the stuff for only $14.
Like, dig this. The Power Rangers toy, the deluxe ones,
Yee.
for a full set, $75.
Pretty expensive, but not exactly.
Okay, not as bad as I was thinking.
Not as bad as I was, because you gotta also remember when this was coming out. These were like the deluxe toys, and those were sold separately. You had to pay about like, I off the top of my head, like what, $7.99 or whatever
Relatively.
That's a good estimate.
for like one set of one Ranger and a Zord.
Okay,
and you're
that
getting
ain't
two
too
toys
bad.
for the price of one at the same time.
That's
So
pretty affordable.
yeah, so even for that, it was relatively affordable, and we were still broke, so we still didn't get it.
We still got Happy Meals regardless. But the
We
point
got
is,
the food. That was most
You know
important.
what? They should have taken the time to sell you the purple like smoothie for the goo.
Oh, the Grimace smoothie?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, oh, no, they should have made the purple Grimace smoothie for Ivan Ooze, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
that's what I meant.
Oh,
purple ooze
they,
smoothie.
they didn't think of that.
Come on.
Yeah.
That
Barbecue
was
sauce.
free money right there.
I know, right?
well,
Jesus.
the
Barbecue
point,
sauce is better? Yeah.
yeah.
I prefer barbecue. It's tangier.
It's tangy.
But yeah, the point is, folks, don't waste food. It's not worth it. It's not worth ripping
Kyle.
through and hold on, Juan. It's not worth ripping through all the Happy Meals just to collect toys and make more money out of it.
Oh my god.
By the way, in
Like
the
Angel said, you need to fucking grow up.
By the way, in the fourth circle dedicated to greed, sinners are eternally forced to push enormous weights towards each other, clashing and rolling them in opposite directions. It represents the earthly greed, as they either hoard or squander their possession and are forced into a perpetual cycle of conflict over a material thing. I'm not saying it's going to happen to you. I'm just saying it should happen to you.
Yeah, Sarah Zarendi. The Labubus are being stolen out of cars, and apparently they're now going out of style. Look, there's this... There's like this model / podcaster that I follow, Dare Taylor, and like she's got a podcast called the Delulu Canoe, that's an adorable name. But she has gone batshit over these Labubu dolls, and like so much so to the point, since she's also a spicy model, she made herself
Oh,
a bikini out of Labubu dolls.
they look kind of cute. But I don't see myself spending hundreds of dollars over this, to be honest with you.
Eh.
It looks like a
Not too fond.
naked dude wearing a fursuit.
Ah, that's
Hang
a
on, let me
creepy.
see
That's
if I
a
can
creepy
find-
visual.
Yeah.
No, wait,
here
no,
it
you know
is.
what it looks like? Where the wild things are.
Yeah, it does look like
yeah,
one.
yeah, I see.
Okay.
That's
I see
it.
Like, y'all, these are the ones. Let me show everyone in our group chat, and then I'll pop it up on the
The
screen.
worst part is this kind
And for the
okay.
record, I'm not saying this shit to denigrate Dare Taylor, and I understand, but like, this is overkill in terms of a hobby, in terms of collecting. It's like Furbies. Shit.
I see worse.
Maybe we
no,
shouldn't.
Beanie Babies.
All right,
Beanie Babies.
Juan, chill. I don't think we could show it because I don't want to give YouTube a reason.
A reason to.
How
like,
dare you show sexy women on YouTube? Don't you know that's illegal in like 75 countries? Get out of here.
Okay.
More
well,
importantly,
you know
though,
what?
the saddest part is companies know about this, and they most likely count on this because it doesn't really matter to them what you do with the product after you buy it, unless you are damaging the brand per se. The point is, McDonald's doesn't give a shit. You know why?
Why?
Because somebody bought 7,500 goddamn Happy Meals. That's a lot of money on their bank. What they do with the food after that, they don't give a shit. They're McDonald's. Fuck pants, we're McDonald's. Kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, no, that is
Yeah.
true.
They do the same thing. Pokemon, do you think Nintendo gives a shit about this? They don't. Because somebody spending $11,000 buying several boxes of Charizard cards, we gotta execute Logan Paul.
Listen,
I'm
I'm
not
all
saying
for that,
he's-
but I don't think that's
I'm not saying
actually.
he started this, I'm saying he popularized it.
Sorry, Angel. The closest thing we
Angel-
could give you is him getting his ass kicked in a wrestling
Angel,
ring.
you had me execute Logan Paul.
Well,
Like, okay,
Fine, we'll show it off.
okay, this is
honestly,
gonna be very brief.
That is not as bad as I thought it
Okay.
would be. I was expecting way worse.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
With
Let
that
me
being
fix
said,
this.
if we get demonetized on this one, we're blaming you.
Yeah, we are
You
blaming
know
you.
what? Let's not show it to the folks.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And with that, folks,
Imagine a scantily clad beautiful lady covered in bizarre looking dolls there.
Like, it's literally like she hung the dolls along the
Use
thing of her
your
bikini.
imagination.
Or just go follow Dare Taylor. She's a nice person. I just think she's a little zealous over the Labubus.
Yeah, see what's her assertion? And he
she's not
said
They could have
they could've
given that to the
homeless.
homeless.
Yes.
You don't think so, right?
Motherfuck!
Is there a law in Japan against feeding the homeless?
You know how they don't have homeless people?
Yes, they do.
You know how they don't have homeless
Oh, you mean
people?
the people that never existed?
Yeah.
Point in case is, you could have done a lot with that food aside from crowding the trash bin. Also, I know it's just fast food. It's not exactly high
But it's
tier,
still food.
But it's still food
bro,
nonetheless.
You are shitting on the efforts of those poor low-wage workers who slaved over the hot fryer. Like, that's the... If I see somebody doing that, if I'm working at McDonald's and I see somebody doing that, I'm going to the fridge, grabbing a bag of ice, and dumping it in the oil in front of them.
Well, and again, also,
More like, I'm done.
it's the fact
Quit.
that. Oh gosh, train of thought.
It's the fact that it's wasteful.
Oh, it's literally littering. They literally took the toys and left.
And they were
Yeah.
literally...
So they littered
All
the
of
store.
those Happy
And you know
Meals
what?
on the floor.
Yeah, you know what they don't
That's
like?
more work that
Litter.
workers have to do.
They
to
don't like
grab that
litter.
food.
Have you seen Japan?
Yeah.
They hate
Sister
litter.
and I
Spick
have
and
been to
span.
Japan.
Say what you
It
will
is
about
so
some of their
freaking clean.
stringent rules. but
There's
they
not
do
even
love their
gum on the
food.
ground.
Go. Oh, thank God.
All right.
Point is, guys, come on, you can do better than this. Please.
Exactly. Now, with that, we have reached the end of our program. We appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. You guys have been fantastic in the live chat. Just to set the expectation for next week. Next week, we're not going to have an edition of Los Amigos Play on
Or the
Saturday,
Ravens Flock.
or the Ravens Flock on Saturday, May 31st. We're actually going to take a day off from streaming. However, that doesn't mean we're going to be taking an entire week off from streaming. Isn't that right, Juancho?
Don't touch me! No, you first.
All right, fine. Me
Yeah,
first.
because you love your things. Come on.
So for all our wrestling,
Opposed to you who love nothing? What?
yeah, Juan,
No,
you
you
just
love your
spent a
husbands.
good.
You love your hyperfixation. I'm saying, like, fucking...
Says the man who.
We always go backwards on
Hey,
it.
Juan, what do you think
Boys.
about Ander?
What's up?
What do you think about Andor?
Children.
What do I think about what?
What do you think about Andor? What are your feelings?
Watch
towards
Andor.
Anyways,
Watch Andor.
so for any wrestling fans out there, tune into my program Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. Join me and my tag partner, Mr. Wonder Rouse.
Don't touch me!
As we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. On next week's edition, we're going to have a special review. We're going to be reviewing 3 pay-per-view events that's happening in this Memorial Weekend. We're going to talk about the matches from TNA's Under Siege, AEW's Double or Nothing, and NXT Battleground, which will be happening in Tampa tomorrow.
Yeah, bro.
Tomorrow.
Yes,
Wow.
right here in Tampa at the USF Sundome.
I
Bro,
thought.
again, super expensive ticket prices, WWE. Yeah, no.
Of course. Yeah, no, we're not touching.
It's like, and it's not even the biggest venue. It's at the USF Sundome.
I'm starting to understand why so many wrestlers are going into acting right now.
Can
I'm just saying, I'm starting to understand. Can we have a movie with Batista and Cena in the same film? Because they're good at what they do. They're fantastic actors.
I don't know. I think Batista's trying to separate himself from Cena and The Rock.
Okay, The Rock is his own problem. Okay. Compromise. We get a Peacemaker movie, and Batista can be the bad guy.
Batista, maybe?
He could be a fantastic villain. You know the man can bust out the Shakespearean word. He's a goddamn thespian.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
That
And,
scene at the beginning of the Blade Runner movie, that shit put tears in my eyes.
and speaking of busting things out with
Busting.
with class, let me pass the ball to Juan.
And that's how we get to me. You see, there's a pattern, Jose. There's a freaking regulating pattern. We always work backwards on it. It goes to Los Amigos Play and then to Wrestle Rewind. And
But I'm not allowed
to
to
me.
do that anymore.
No, you are allowed to. We're just not doing a show that next week.
That's right, I got cancelled.
We all got whatever.
It's okay,
Could
I
just
will, I
go.
will beat those allegations. I promise you.
So people are alleging that what, you don't like Big Bird?
They are alleging that I do not like Big Bird, but they are wrong.
Yeah, I know
love
they're
Big
wrong.
Bird.
That's because, you love him so much because you stepped up this past Wednesday on the Black Files, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. If you noticed tonight, we covered a whole wide swath of stories here on the Ravens Flock, spanning the spectrum of nerd and geek culture. But on the Black Files, we hone in on just one story, and we dig into the truth and we dig into the heart of the matter. This past Wednesday, we talked about how on the one hand, Netflix has signed a worldwide streaming deal with Sesame Street, so that should have given you a room for joy, because now it's going to be streaming in more platforms. But also, we were discussing the implications on it because of the ridiculous bullshit that PBS is dealing with regarding the current Trump administration going after basically everything good and decent in this
Burn
world.
it all down.
I
they
wish I was
say.
joking. I only discovered this last night. We have an institution that's a nonpartisan, independent government agency that the Trump administration basically said, no, we're taking you over and we're shutting you down because you're a waste of money. Guess what the agency is called?
What is
What's
it
the
called?
AG called?
You ready for this?
Go ahead.
The United States Institute of Peace. It's
Oh, yeah, I heard about
help
that.
with
IOP?
Really?
the IP.
The IOP?
The US IP.
Institute of Peace.
Yeah, but the
IHOP.
of is small.
Yeah, the IHOP.
Nobody counts the O, Angel.
Angel.
Damn it.
That's not the point of it. It's literally, and is it literally a separate government agency that's supposed to help with diplomatic relations across the world and to help with like humanitarian
What does that
relief?
have to do with canceling TV shows?
With canceling PBS?
One's getting
You
there,
mean
dude.
You mean the PBS that's funded by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting,
Of course.
which is also a non-profit government agency?
So now it's going to
It's-
Netflix of all things.
No, it's going to be on Netflix. They're going to hold on to it on PBS for as long as they can, and it's crazy because they're basically being attacked on this shit on the grounds of like, oh, it's too wasteful and there's so much money being burnt on this shit.
You know, this might actually turn out to be better for them on the grounds that more children watch Netflix than they watch TV. So ironically,
I
this
mean,
might be a good thing on their case.
That's on the one
Mind
hand.
you, I don't like the idea of the fact that they're getting shut down like that. That's some bullshit.
On the other hand, we've also got other shows and other programming over here when the whole purpose of public TV broadcasting was to help bring forward education and entertainment on broadcast TV to rural regions of the U.S. Do you have any idea how much space we have in this country?
I know, I love it.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. And
incredible.
so many fucking people still to this day haven't converted to digital TV
Yeah.
to the point.
They don't even know what a phone is.
No, exactly. But
Bro.
they can still turn on
Bro,
their
there is
TV.
children in the U.S. that have never heard what a cocomelon is. I envy those children.
Seriously.
So, Angel, you want to know what also began on PBS?
What?
Bill Nye.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, the
Yeah.
Science Man.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yep.
Actually, the saddest part is that many of those shows are just not being watched right now at all because
Yeah.
the average suburban child is glued to this thing, and the ones that don't have this thing usually don't have cable TV either.
They're usually outside.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Angel
No, but-
just
Well,
bring
mind
up
you,
a
them
point.
being outside is
Because
good for them,
cable's
but still,
very
at the end of the
expensive
day,
now.
I think nobody can deny that PBS has done an incredible amount of good work. Like, from a moral standpoint, it is good work.
And it should actually continue to stick around as an institution for helping to help culturally
Educate
enrich
the small
and educate
parts.
our
yeah.
help educate and entertain the
I
public.
miss Once Upon a Time, man. That show was amazing.
I miss reading Rainbow and Wishbone.
A really
Yes!
Rainbow.
God.
Actually, isn't that show technically like ended a while ago? Like,
It ended.
Yeah, they were just doing reruns at that point.
Like-
Imagine if they started doing new episodes because of this.
But like but the point of it all is like, yes, on the one hand, what's his face? Sesame Street has managed to pick up a safety net for itself in Netflix. Go figure. But at the same time, I went ahead and talked about the broader subject of why the fuck are we allowing this shit to happen to national institutions that helped educates millions of kids over decades.
Do you know why?
Why, Dragonfang? Tell me.
Because the Trump administration wants everyone to be uneducated.
Yeah,
They were doing a pretty good job before they shut up, to be fair. But yeah.
we went into a big discussion on that. You can catch it right here on our channel.
Yeah.
And you may also catch everything else because Mr. Arouse is, if one thing, precise and surgical. I am a hammer and he's a scalpel. And
Damn.
Joey's like that weird thing that you use to stir the spaghetti sometimes. You know the one.
I think I know which one.
That
it is.
ladle that's full of holes.
Oh yeah.
That's Joe.
Oh my.
So if you
And you are a spoon.
yes, I'm a solid wooden spoon. That
No, she's a spoon.
Zayanna Rose.
So what does
You
that make
are a
Dragon?
wooden spoon.
Oh, so I could smack everyone.
No, you're
upside
full
the
of splinters.
Oh my.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh
Watch
my
out,
God,
please,
no, my-
please.
So if you want in-depth discussions on the more serious side of entertainment and nerd and geek culture, then you can request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on simulcasting on YouTube and Kick for the Black Files.
And of course, we have our main show, the number one show on our channel, The Ravens Flock, which is every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. Join us every Saturday as me and my motley crew of nerds, we discuss the latest news and topics circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a slow week, a busy week, or even a dead week, even if we're not streaming next week because we're taking a vacation, or no matter how many scalpers are out there trying to collect Happy Meals to make you more money, there will always be something to talk about, and we'll be here to share with each and every one of you. Now, once again, we want to thank our audience for tuning in tonight. You guys have been awesome, and we've been doing this for a long time, working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. With that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, Fan, Cosplay, Zion Rose, Cosplay, K-Sword, Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Rouse, as we bring you the latest news of the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, working hard and staying strong, making your voice our mission. Join us as we go live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock Online, Kick.com/The Ravens Flock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship show. Nerds watching all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock, and please, don't waste food.
We hate scalpers.
We hate scalpers, but we love the Republic, and we love Super Earth for managed democracy,
Or manage democracy
for the Republic!
for the